Yes. Can you add one another? Can you add one another? Ngicela edane kancane sike sikhulume kancane. Sike sikhulumene kancane nge-postmortem phela eyayizolo. Imbo edane ayithone ukuthi iThombo Taura ne-Zimfest Zimfest UK. Thombo ngizwa ukuthi abantu banathuli. Sike sikhuluma ukuthi kona lithini ngeZimfest UK. Etanani mbo etana iThombo. Etanani sibone mana sibone siya etabantu. Yini etanani mbo etana iThombo. Mukasuka 10 itotha ngakuthawa. Hey. Angikhathele namhla. Yo. Ngikhathele. Arike edane sibone imbo edana iThombo. Etanani sibone sele ngo2 ningafika 10 sesiqalisa ukukhuluma mukasuka 10 itotha ngakuthawa. Sike sikhulume kancane madoda ukuthi kathi kuyini okuhluphayo ebantwini bakithi. Thombo Taura tichichiri kunetsa kune vanhu vakumusha kwedu. When you join me, I'm going to write Air Marshal. I'm going to join you about the Air Marshal Commander. When you join, just write Air Marshal Commander. How are you, guys? How are you? Session 4, I'm 10 people, then we start talking. 10 people, should be 10. Right, Susan, how are you? Long time. Session 5. We need 10 people, then we can start talking. We need 10 people, then we can start talking. 10. Then we can start talking. Session 6. But if you don't type your name or if you don't say hi, I can't see you. TK Kims, how are you? Kums, all right? Kadi, how are you? Long time, Kazi. How are you? Abito, by Child United. We need 10 people, then we can start talking. 10 people, then we can start talking. Quick, because I need to watch football, Manchester City. United by lead. I need 10 people. 8 danans. Share with your friends, Kadi. How? Comes, ungehlela ukuthi ede nje uphonga ukuthi share for once. Angaze kubona share button. When I've never shared my lokhu zenona Comes. Never seen you sharing the button. Never seen you sharing. Share once in your phone have share button once. Total share the button. Share. Session 6. We need 4 people. If you don't type anything, I can't see you guys. Just type Session 7 and Soxele 3. Session 7, Soxele 3. I need only 10 people. So share. So important. You don't even share, Toto. I've never seen you. Let me do. You don't even share, Toto. You've never shared a live stream, young. You don't go out there and put us. That's how share. I think the ones are so man. We are losing. No share. No lose. Go share. Go share. Chat. Share. Look, I'm going to get this call. Right. Share. Nkona mvuka. Share. Ngikona share ibutton akho ukuthi kona ngikhona share the button. Vincent Nhlasi Dube kunjani share the button. Ngifuna abantu abangu10. Sike sikhulumeni into important. Tola utshalo something really very important bana. Important. 10 people will start. Abantu lokho babuya bephuma so i10 ayifiki. Right. Ngifuna sike sikhulumeni ngento eyi1 madoda. Into okuthiwa iZimfest UK. Kuyini iZimfest UK? Nxa kusenzwa iprogram kuthiwa kona kule program okuthiwa iZimfest UK. Let me just go to the studio. Maybe a studio kungaba le light right. Let me go to the studio. Maybe there's more light in the studio. Right. Let me come to the studio. Maybe there's more light in the studio. Right, let me put on the studio lights so that people can hear me well. Session 9, Manaswagi, yeah, session 10. Guys, today we want to talk very important issue here. We want to talk something very important today here. Very, very important. We want to talk. Yeah, the light is better here in the studio. We want to talk about something very important today here. Michael Mangena, how are you? Mishek Mangena, how are you? We want to talk something very important here. Very, very important to Zimbabweans. And if you want to come in and talk, just press the button, the camera button, and talk. You know, hey, umpofu vele ifoni indaba le ngiyibonile message yakho mfana kulo khuzeni wakhala wazwakhala ngama status sami mfana Fraser. Ngiyibonile message yakho and ngizwile. Today we want to talk about something called Zimfest. Zimfest UK. Yesterday it was my first time to attend Zimfest in the UK at in Luton. I don't want to lie, it was a success. I think I've never seen so many people, you know, in an event in the UK. It was unbelievable. I don't want to lie to you. I've never seen that. Well done for those who attended, and it was so good. Even though places where they were selling beer, I don't drink beer myself, but they were so busy. People they could queue in a good line for over 2 hours. It was good. Food, anything, I don't care about it. Everything. Food, the food sadza was good. A plate of sadza was 10 pounds. But very good. I enjoyed that. You know, I had a good time. But the treatment sometimes that they get, they refuse me to get in with the water, which is fine. I understand them. So that's not a problem. But the problem comes to the sponsors of this thing called Zimfest. I think it's high time now they change the name Zimfest. Why do I think so? That thing is not a Zimbabwe festival. Let's not lie to one another. I've been into journalism for a long time. I represent a lot. I've got a program called Music of Africa on my on our radio station, whereby I represent Africa. Right. That thing, I want to say this clear, and anyone who wants to come in and talk to me, feel free to press the button and request the button, then I'll add you talk. But let's not insult anybody. That thing there is not, it's not even near, it's not a Zimfest. That thing is divided. Whoever promotes that thing, I understand Mkuru is part of the organizers. I don't blame Mkuru because Mkuru is a white man. Right. Mkuru is a white man, but he works with a lot of Zimbabweans. The likes of so many Zimbabweans, you know, there working there. Right. I've got so many cards which I got yesterday. A lot of people didn't know who I am, so they just treated me like any other person, which is fine, and I like that. I want to say this. Coming to the issue of the musicians. One, there was Sharon Manata. One. That is one artist who was there. There was Natty O. There was HQ. There was Winky D. There was Makadzi. Right. Then when it comes to the MCs, there was Madam Boss. They paid a ticket for Madam Boss to come all the way from Zimbabwe. There was this boy called, what's his name? This guy called who does dancehall. What do they call him? Right, this guy. And then when it comes to breaks, when they were taking a musical break, they were only playing music from a certain part of the country. And they never played any Ndebele song. Aye, man. They never played any Ndebele song. They never played any Ndebele song. They never. The only time they spoke about Ndebele was when Madam Boss said, "Magadi niku buruwayo." Right. It's so sad that our country is divided, especially the people in the diaspora. I realize that the people who lives in the likes of Coventry, Leicester, going that way, south, London, the division between Zimbabweans is unbelievable. Because these are the people who are promoting these events. I would have loved a lady like, what's her name? My Auntie Jenny, because she tries by all means to use his both languages. She's so good at what she does. But this thing of taking people who are just nowhere and make them AMA MC is just pathetic and disgrace. A division a corner ayenzi. It's just ayenzi. Surely ngayihluleka ukubiza even uSandra Ndebele ukuthi azoba ngo-MC kuphela nje oyedwa phakathi kwabo bonke. Come on guys. Into embi impi. Let's not promote that. Let's not do it. And it's happening. Often anyone wants to be edited ngicela uhlabe i-camera button ubuyizozikhulumela wedwa kungaphumi emlonyeni wami. Into yenzakalayo eEngland imbi kakhulu. Kakhulu into yenzakala eEngland. Namhlanje kule show sikhuluma kanje soba phakathi kwe show. Akula even one. Akula even one. England lapha bakhona abantu abanjabo bani bana abachaya, you know, honestly enough ngicela i-video le ifike ezindlebeni zabantu. Okubi chakaipa. If something is not right, let's condemn it. It's not right. Why insisho njalo? Because i-event liyana ayisikuthi nxa umuntu obuya egedini ubuya ezo abantu bebhadala ukuthi hayi bani umuntu lwana vele i-venue yabe vele ibhadale lo wonke umuntu. Lingehlule ukubiza even uMartin oyi-1 uMartin wendolwana Super Sounds kumbe uMadlela limbhadala nje kuyimali okuncane. Abuye laye azoperforma. Hayi ngiyageza izandla ngisalende ngithi kona iZimbabwe sisemuva kakhulu. Then you ask yourself a question ukuthi why iZimbabwe lingaphumeleli? It's because of a division ekhona. Honest enough, I would have loved to have wona lawo uthoka ngama celebrities eZimbabwe ahlale eUK. Honest enough, hate ekhona phana ayenzi. I would have loved what inhlangane lobo promoter imbabuze, but they will never even give me a chance to talk to them because they know what I mean. I'll tell them the truth as it is. Nati SQ Winky abanye banga Zimfest liyahamba liyethatha omakhazi eSouth Africa babuye bazochaya. Next week kule Heroes eZimbabwe kubizwe uKofi Olomidu ukwabizwa leyo one of the guys sakwazi ukuthi Mbalube Masekheje Mbalo osuke eSouth Africa uzochaya. Yes, babizwe umuntu akanduks Malax lo Sandra Ndebele vele uyaziwa ukuthi yes. But what's going on? Okwenza njalo. Nxa lingabaniki i-chance bazondelwani. Iqiniso likhulunywe. Ngicela ufuna ukuedwa ohambileyo kuZimfest abuya angene lapha nje ukuthi ube kunjani. Ngicela ohambileyo angene nje ahlaba iCamera anje ukuthi ube kunjani. Honest enough. Why abantu abanye kwezinye indawo bengarecognized eZimbabwe? I just want to know ukuthi kuyini okwenza abantu beZimbabwe abanye kwezinye indawo parts of Zimbabwe bangarecognized. I just need to know why. Amanye artists of Zimbabwe are recognized, but amanye artists of Zimbabwe are recognized. What is it? In Zimbabwe, there are some people who are being recognized. There are some people who are recognized. What causes that? What is the issue? Especially in the diaspora. Just tell me, what is the issue? What makes Zimbabweans, what makes you divide each other? I have realized, I've lived in the north for a long time. You know, we played football in the north. We enjoyed and we still enjoy. We meet, we interact. But the people from once you pass Coventry, Leicester, you go that way. What is it? I need to know what is it. Honest enough. You cannot tell me out of 100, you can't even pick 1%. Out of 100. Honest. So what is the point of the people from the other side to think of doing music? They will just say, I won't do anything. What is the point of someone from Bedbridge or from Pinga to say, right, I want to start music when we do this to them? It's pathetic and disgrace. Whoever came with such issues, such things, whoever brought that division in our country is just honest enough. It's like we are cursed. I have never seen that. Honest enough. I don't want to use the word tribalism myself. It's not coming from my mouth. But when you have got an event whereby you say, probably you say, let's just say something, then you put Zimbabwe in a place, then you need to include Zimbabweans. No one is so special, no one is important than any other person here. I can see the number of the people here on the screen is unbelievable. So when we say we have got a Zimbabwean thing somewhere, let's just say maybe in Holland or whatever, we have got independence in Zimbabwe, you are celebrating independence in Holland. I expect that thing to be a Zimbabwean thing, not to be dominated by Ghana people. MC Ghana, or whatever Ghana or whatever. It's a Zimbabwean thing. We're just a disgrace. We pretend. That's the problem we have as Zimbabweans. We pretend. Honest. It's a disgrace. Shame. Whoever is an organizer of such things is a shame. Tell them that I said you are the pathetic and disgrace. You are a disgrace in our community because you are allowing the Robert Mugabe issue of dividing Zimbabweans. Pathetic. You cannot tell me that honest enough, you can't even say, but this one is better. Magela phoned me this morning. He says to me, they called him. They asked him, then he gave them the quotation. They never came back to him. And they phoned him 2 weeks before. About 2 weeks ago. Why? What do you lose by bringing one, just a single one? Come on. Anyone wants to be added and just add to what I've just said. It's pathetic. Just look at the lineup. Look at the lineup. Honest. How will I tell my friends that this is a Zimbabwean thing when it's dominated by people who, I mean, come on. Let's not come here. Let's not come here and, you know, let's be honest. Let's show the truth about ourselves. Honest. Who is so special to be a Zimbabwean? One, there's a company owned by a white man called Mukuru. Who doesn't use Mukuru in the UK? Who doesn't use Mukuru? Let's be honest. A lot of Zimbabweans use Mukuru. But if you divide Zimbabweans and then you expect Zimbabweans to use Mukuru, and I wish anybody can contact the promoters and tag them here and bring them here. I'm willing to talk to them now. Contact them now and put them here on the screen now, and I'll talk to them myself, Philip Simanda, without fear or favor. Disgrace, shame on you for treating other citizens differently. Pathetic. Shame on you. Shame on you for not recognizing other people, regardless of how famous they are. Honest. We try by all means to accommodate everybody. Everybody we do by all means to accommodate, and we are not going to change because we are not like that. When we are on radio, we play one song from a certain tribe, we play another one, we play another one, we play another one. But we normally play, especially, we normally play the more important language, not important, but the common languages in Zimbabwe, just to, you know, to accommodate. One, I am an MC, right? I'm an MC. Somebody's calling me. Someone wants to be edited, right? Who wants to be edited? It's just gone off. You wanted to edit the prophet and someone, right? I am an MC at a certain place, right? I'm an MC somewhere, maybe, you know. I should be an MC on my own when I speak one language. We should be two MCs whereby we interact. You interact and we plan. We do rehearsals. You know, as MCs, we do rehearsals, we plan what we're going to talk. We don't just come and just say, when someone is, you don't do that. That's poor arrangement. That's poor organization. The MC's duty is to entertain people, talk. Not the MC's duty to dance like a musician, to dance like, you know, I mean, you can do that. But come on, people, they don't know their rules. They don't know their roles when they do these things. You are an MC. You are there to interact with them people who came in to watch and enjoy, right? Come on, guys. Come on. Right. Somebody wants to be edited. Because I hope people who are pressing edit, they want to be edited. Because honest enough, sometimes I feel like I regret to call myself a Zimbabwean, but I'll never regret. Mamoy, hello Mamoy. Yeah, Mamoy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, Mamoy. I hope I didn't offend anybody.
No, not really. You're saying what you think, and you're saying what you believe it should be happening, and you're right. What you're saying, and it really pisses off. And but again, at the same time, these guys or promoters, I think they look where the money comes from. They don't look the way, or they don't know. I don't know if I can say that they don't know, or they know, or they need to be educated on that, especially when it comes to MCs. And there's not really, we are doing a lot in the community, but again, at the same time, we feel like we are left out. If you see someone who, like, they're taking people outside the country where we believe that they have to see or they have to nature, it's just like from the artist as well, artists from like UK artists and MCs. We have got MCs, as you said, like you yourself, you're MC, you're a radio presenter, and you're saying that when you're doing these MCs, it shouldn't be one person, it should be two people interacting, making things happening, making things enjoyable. It's not about, to them probably it's just like, they just see if it's, maybe someone brings, they believe or it's about money. It's not about like we have to, if they want to, they're sure to be enjoyable, and they just need to do the right thing. I always like talk to other promoters like you guys do, like, yeah, because this is like, let's say it's a show where it's not a dance hall, and they will find an MC of a dance hall, of which it's not nice. It doesn't really like appealing. Instead of them doing the good thing so that the show, it will be, but I think they just like look about money and who brings people or who is popularity.
But don't you think they need to be to know that? I mean, let me tell you something. There's what you call a consumer, and we are consumers. Yeah. Prophet, someone wants to be added. I'll come back to those who want to be added. I'm a consumer myself, okay, when it comes to things like that. So I have got to be happy with what I buy from, a retail or whatever, yeah? So,
yeah,
honest enough, we have got children in the UK who were born probably in the UK. You understand? Yeah, I can see those people want to be added. I'll add you.
Yeah.
We have got children like children who are from different parts of the languages. How do they feel when they don't see even one from the Matebele to say, "Mama, how? What lesson are we teaching our children?"
Yeah, but at the same time, probably they don't see it that
so
way.
Are you telling me,
like, we
sister,
can say that.
So, I mean, there is no one good artist who can also attract the people on the stage from Matebele?
We do have here, we don't even need to bring people from Zimbabwe to come and represent Matebeleland. We've got people like Tsungi, we have got people, from Blawayo there, or Plum Tree. We are talking about people like Sinini, all those artists, they do represent Ndebele people. But me, probably my understanding, because of this this thing, I feel like I can't say it's like I don't want to say it. Probably if they engage them, probably they turn out, like probably they turn out, or they will say no, or I'm busy, and they will just focus on their people. That's how I can just like, okay, because there's no point and there's no reason. But I feel like my brothers, they don't like probably to interact with, like, I don't know what I can say, but I don't want to say it because probably that's not it. But that's it. We don't want to mingle together. We don't want, there is like a bridge, like Amashona, they want to be Mashona, Amandebele, they want to be Mandebele, or they want to classify them as a South Africans. Yet we are one, and we need to break that bridge. Like, I need to learn Ndebele. You need to teach me Ndebele, and I need to teach you Shona. But it's not, we don't have that. Ndebeles, they would rather go and support South Africans. So probably that's how I see it. Probably that's how shallow I am, I would say. Could like they, some of them, they don't want to associate with others, and some of them they want to associate, but again at the same time
Okay,
they
just hold on. Vaz, how are you?
How are you, darling?
Mm.
You're good?
I'm very well. I'm nice. Thank you very much for calling me darling. But here is the issue here, Vaz, and I've got my sister there. What's your take on this program I just brought? It's not a talk. It's not a
No,
program. It's not a
yeah.
topic.
No, I love it. You know, we were actually discussing it yesterday at Zimfest. You know, I don't kuluma, unfortunately, because this is
Thank you.
this is the first thing that Zimbabwe messed up, right? You know, these two languages should be a national language. They should not be divided. They should not be divided. So hence why I can kuluma, because I grew up in Harare. It shouldn't be like that. Anyway, going back to the Zimfest issue,
Yes.
I've always because Zimfest started years ago by these white Zimbabweans, and
Yes.
it included sport, included rugby, football, people doing stuff, people, you know, celebrating their cultures. And also you would have maybe only one international, you know, Zimbabwean artist from outside that came, but it will have more artists from this, you know, from the UK. And
Thank you.
when you talk about, you know, having a lineup of 10 or 15 people coming from outside the country, it's ridiculous. I'm an
Thank you.
MC myself.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I've never MC'd or been asked to MC for Zimfest. I MC for Ghanaian events. I MC for Kenya and Friends in the park. If you know that event, I am the
Thank
MC
you.
every single year. And Kenyan Friends in the car respect the fact that I am, because they say call it friends, so hence why I am the other friend. And to be honest with you, the lineup for Kenyan Friends in the park, I have not seen. They all, you know, they are all Kenyans, and 90% are actually young people, their own young people from this country, because it's the next generation. And that's what they do. They only bring one artist from Kenya. One artist only from Kenya comes here. And Zimbabwe, we're losing it. We are losing it.
Fantastic.
I think Zimfest should also have Ndebele speaking. We've got Vemba in Zimbabwe. We've got so many languages in Zimbabwe. When our children go, all they hear is one side of Zimbabwe.
Thank you.
When it's not, you know. Even when you talk about Ndebele artists, there's so many good Ndebele artists. You know, the only person that I know that performs the Ndebele is Tsungi, and she's the only one who goes. But why can't, you know, we have a platform, maybe before Zimfest, they do a live thing whereby people bring in suggestions. We discuss these things, but there is no platform. Probably it's done in a boardroom by the Zimfest people, and then that's it. It ends there, and then we are just given these artists. I've never seen you. I know you're an MC as well. So I've never seen you on any, to be honest with you, it's sad because I've never seen you on any Zimbabwean big platforms. But in Dimima MC Acho, you know, you've got it's a click group, and it should stop. Jajema favor, it's all favors, who knows who. And it's always the same people who know each other there, when there's so much talent in this country.
Thank you so much. Honestly enough, I wish one of the promoters could have heard you saying this. And the one thing which I want to say in this, I want to disclaim, I want to make this, you are not a developed person, and you're coming condemning what happened. And I'm not only talking about Ndebele. There are so many languages in Zimbabwe. But you know, that Shona and Ndebele, you know, when I listened yesterday, you know, they wait for, you know, that 10 minutes break. Not even one song, just to say, you know, just, you know, honest enough. You are honest enough. I fail to understand, my sister. Thank you so much for coming to say that.
Because I think we've got this habit of adopting other cultures. Because Amapiano now was all over the place. What about our own? Yes, bring Amapiano here and there. You know what I mean? What about our own Matebele land? Even Love Moma Jaivana, I didn't even hear Love Moma Jaivana being played. You know what I mean? So it's things like that. You know, we've got this tendency. Even, let's say, even if they didn't have a main stage, they've got tents around. They could have a Matebele land tent, where people just do their thing in that tent. If they don't want to put them on the main stage, at least incorporate, these languages, And you know what? I also think Zimbabwe is not only Black people. We've got Asian Zimbabweans, we've got white Zimbabweans, we've got so many. Bring out the spirit of Zimbabwe there. I'm telling you, if you go to Kenya and friends in the park, it's full of Asian Kenyans. I'm telling you, it's so nice. You see a lot of Asian Kenyans, you see a lot of white Kenyans speaking Swahili, and doing their thing. I am so inspired by these other people who are doing it, but we are failing. And we're failing our own children. We've got children. I've got kids. My daughters sing, I know people who've got children who sing. I've got, so how are they going to love where their parents come from? They're going to lose it when they are not being, even a teenager MC who speaks Ndebele and Shona, put them there on the stage. Let the new generation start. Because imagine, because we're not integrating them. We are not involving them. That's all they learn about being Zimbabwean. What, you know what I mean? We are all drunk. They're not being incorporated. Do something for even the 10-year-old during, Panotanga Zimfest Pipe. Incorporate the kids. Tichidaro, and you go by age. Most of a special artist when you also kana muchida your MCs when you are incorporate the other MCs in this country. Have maybe 6 or 7 MCs there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's where they are lacking, because we are here and we are they want to use us to promote their whatever, and they don't use us to, for us to cater our talent.
Girls, thank you so much. Let me try and add another 2 people. But honestly enough, girls, I really appreciate what both of you have just said. Honestly enough, God bless you, girls.
All right, darling. That was my 2 cents.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, girls. Thank you, girls.
Bye.
I just enjoy when people come in and talk like this, when people talk like this, anyone wants to be edited. The prophet wanted to be edited, man. Let me check if I can see him there. He wanted to be edited. There was somebody who wanted to be edited as well. I don't want to say it as if I do. I'm promoting, but I want to. I can't say prophet. Anyone wants to be edited, press the camera and then come back. We're just talking about this thing. Honestly enough, the comments I got on social media today is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I'm so glad that people, they're all supporting what I said. Every Zimbabwean knows how I work in me when it comes to music and whatever. I promote. Go to my pages. I do interviews with Malik Macheso. I do interviews with Baba Nicolas Zakaria. I did Nicolas with Sandra Ndebele, Magella, Zijaziam Luma, Indom Samusa. I did interviews with Romeo Gaza. I did interviews with everybody. I can interact with anybody. Yes, I know somebody might say, yeah, but you, Philip, you can speak. Yeah, right, or Prophet. Yes, I can speak. It's I'm so lucky that I managed to. Prophet Gunjan.
Are you, Prophet?
I'm well. How are you, brother?
No, I'm okay.
Yes, a long time.
Yeah, it's been long. It's a very interesting.
Prophet.
Yeah. Well, Mina didn't go with him first, so I'm just hearing from what you are saying and your experiences, and with other ladies that have been saying. It's a very interesting topic that you're talking about, Prophet. But yeah, there are a few issues. I think Lama issues, we need to address them in a wise way. Again, I understand what your point of view is and the lady's point of view is, but I think when we're talking about lazy izinto, once we include the word tribalism, already it's a problem, Prophet. I think my opinion will be let's try with AMA promoters when they are doing shows. Work with supporters. Artists work with promoters. Let's improve our craft, skills, communication. I'm speaking from a point of being a promoter.
I know that.
There are issues that are involved when you are promoting a show.
Yes.
some of our own people, you know, they are difficult to deal with, but we don't address that one.
Okay.
We are quick to point out the negatives. Right now, you came to Zimfest, you have seen what you have seen. Promoters, when they're doing a show, first thing they look at, we're all saying, hey, money, money, money. Money is involved in everything, whatever we are doing when we are promoting shows.
I understand
It's
that.
not cheaper to bring an artist here in the UK, or
Yes.
even the ones that are here in the UK. They don't work with the guys back at home. So we need to address that issue. There is so much that is going on between promoters, MCs, artists, and also supporters, because you find out Utikona, our own very own people, we don't support each other. So how are we going to start now working now, you know, together if we cannot support each other? So let's start from there. Let's introduce the right system of communicating with our supporters in order to get them to our shows, and engage our artists as well to improve their communications with promoters, with their supporters, working with all the bodies so that we can have a successful show. Because the issue of tribalism, it has always been there. But the problem is when we are addressing these things, we include tribalism, then we're not going anywhere. Because already vele now somebody is calling me a show ngesindebele. Whereas the issue is not that. The issue with Tikona. If Mawutin let to love Mama Jaivan, how many people are they willing to come to Ishoga Love Mama Jaivan? I know that Shona people are going to come. I know that Ndebele people are going to come. I know the white people are going to come. Those are Zimbabweans and not Zimbabweans. You understand? And also, people like you, Prafili, Eli in forefront, you have to also engage with us to promote our shows. Despite what you show, anything that a promoter does, you guys at the forefront guys, you should be able as well to work with our promoters and our artists so that we can help those shows bring people in. And the other thing, why South Africans, they are easily got into the UK here to come and do those shows. Our negotiations are going to sometimes, it's not with all of them. These guys, some of them, they understand what it is to come to a show. Some of these guys, they are paid to nothing. But some of our own people, they would demand the profit to an extent of which, as a promoter, you feel, why should I be doing that? And we told the artist, which no, you know, you don't have the numbers, you're not known, but we are going to try and engage you and put you there. But you find and again, let's stop sabotaging our shows. If I'm promoting a show, there are people behind, our own very own people who be talking with, I know Ishoga profit then people they're not gonna come, because there are always some other people who come up with the negative things. But just to say my short, let's try and improve our communication skills and our craft as well. Let's come and unite and work together. Let's not, when we're addressing these issues, we look at the tribalism. Let's look at what we can do better to improve Zim shows, artists, promoters. You know, we need people who are going to engage.
All right, can I be before? Let me just say hello to Mtangire. Mr. Mtangire, how are you? Just hold on, Mr. Mtangire, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine. Just hold on there. Mr. Prophet.
Yeah.
You are someone I know that we work together. You do a lot. There's Benjamin Dube coming in. You know, you and your brother doing wonders, right? Some of the artists you have brought in the UK. They are not that popular, right?
Yeah,
but you manage to bring them.
Of course.
You manage to bring them. I applaud people like you. You cannot tell me, Prophet. Yes, me and you were not promoting that thing, but we have got people like him, Upudu Eric, in the UK, right? We have got people like Ezra, even Esekaya.
Yeah.
We are Ezra. Who are first-class MCs, who are well known to be. Jomo Eric, who has been voted up to now, no one ever arrived to his figure close to him, right? So I know, because they never approached him. I know that I'm talking because he is my relative.
Yeah.
They never approached him. Never approached him. Okay, right. Let me try and use English so that everyone can understand. Because once I use Ndebele, people would say, even you guys are using Ndebele, you are using tribalism. So let's try and accommodate everyone in Zimbabwe. So you go and bring someone back home the likes of Madam Boss or whatever. I'm not saying he has got massive followers. I'm not saying that. Right. Okay. You've got King Alfred here. You've got Madam Boss here. Right. They are both MCs. And all other guys who speak the language from Ghana. This is a Zimfest. I'm not trying to say it's a Zimfest. Okay. Right. On the stage, I mean, on the supporters who travel all over England, it's not Shona people. They are all people from wherever party they came to enjoy a Zimbabwean thing. Right.
Yeah.
You are talking, both of you, in Shona. One is on the left, one is on the right. Okay. You're all talking in Shona. Saka iko zino pakupinda wiki tipa chiva wiki tipa rukuya makazi. Wati kudi yapo. Mwanze mrukuta wala Shona murima MCs. Right? Murima MC muri 2. You're 2 MCs. Right. It's a show, yes, Zimbabwe, you know, the Zimfest. You know, every year. You are both talking in one language. What would you go by? I didn't know what would you Muruta Raneshona from the show it's Tangana 11 o'clock, Usigana, 10:30 Usigu, Muruta Raneshona. Mapeta Ipa Moti, Tawenda from 10 minutes break. Tahumbol is a music. You play music, Yaja Preza is not there on the show. You play music, they are not there on the show. You play my piano in South Africa. You come back, you do things like that. Right. What sort of, what do you think I would think me as someone from another place, from another place of Zimbabwe, honest, I will feel that this is not fair, personal myself. I'm one of the top class MCs. I don't want to lie to you. I didn't say I wanted to be there. Probably they don't know me. Probably none of the promoters know me. But I am saying, why can't you balance your things? Do you get me where I come from? I want us to talk both of us.
Sorry to the gentleman next to you. I do feel, because like I said, I can only talk from the side of a promoter. You see, as you're saying, Brafili, which at the end of the day, the guys who organize the show, they are the ones who can come and tell us why they have decided to use only one language when they know that there are people that who can also speak some other languages. Remember, this is business. That's business, first of all. So at the end of the day, the organizers themselves, if they don't recognize any or did not approach any Ndebele artist or MCs, then they are the ones who are supposed to coming to us and telling us publicly why they did that. That's why let's try and engage wisely with this issue, because once we include tribalism, a promoter will come and tell you that I brought my own people, so now what is your problem? Then what are you going to say? So let's avoid the way tribalism. Let's engage ngendlela yokuthi how can we move on from what we have learned and improve the way we are organizing our shows.
You know what I love.
Let's try and involve each and every both party so that we can both enjoy.
You know what I love.
Try and improve our marketing skills to the people so that they will understand what we are doing. Let's speak a productive language that is going to draw people to come to our shows. And it's because yeah, go on, Prophet.
I love the way you, because I probably maybe where you're so good. Maybe that's why. Yeah, honest. But even McCarthy, ask anyone who went today. She actually said Magadini. McCarthy from South Africa. Magadini. Yeah. Some of these artists, they actually assume that Ishona is the only language in Zimbabwe. But let's listen to Mr. Mtangire. Mr. Mtangire, what brings you here?
Sorry?
What brings you here?
Aiwa, ndakonzwa zvangu nyaya yacho, but ndati ndipinde with my 2 cents. If I'm to be honest with my Zimbabweans, because I don't hide behind the bush. Tribalism is a problem in our country. Yeah, there is atidi kutaura tichipoterera. You find ndonga ndakambotaura pane ino show iyi mumasvingo zvandakawitnessa kumasvingo after squad yedu yarohwa kuGuinea time yana Fabish. Pana vanhu vakarovana padhuze nepafarai. You know Farai Biao.
Massive, yes.
Mandevere akiwa. Because team here, the bulk of it, vainga vari maplayers eZimbabwe Saints ne Islanders. Just because mamusina maplayers akawanda amaclubs aifarigwa nevamwe neimwe section yecommunity. Though team yaiwina, we don't get anywhere. Kana tine mentality yeyo. My brothers edu apa Zambia apa our northern neighbors. There are more than 80 tribes in Zambia, but their slogan is one Zambia, one nation. And they're doing quite well. Problem here, Zimbabwe, but it's a big problem. I once dated the Ndebele woman. And then one of my own sisters say, why Ndebele handisi kutaura zvinhu zvokuti ndiri kutaura zvinhu zvefiction, ndiri kutaura reality. That's our problem. Generation iriko, especially age group yangu ini, zama kubrasha ngura dzimwe dziri murekera dziri mubrain dzedu, because with this kind of division Zimbabwe is going nowhere.
Okay, right.
And stand up just a moment.
Yeah.
This is what
though he was playing for a predominantly Shona team, that John Slander, the Mapa game breaking area. I saw Nandi Mom Gameria, Panama Pinda, ground, and Mapurisa Shika say Kune player, Bachiro John Slander. They were throwing National Sports Stadium here. But there is, I think, about $2,000 nekaf, because ma orange agandosko tema ma officials sekaf. And the no pakafira career Johnson. Mistake innate one any player nakutaura ma mistakes akaitwa na keepers akawanda. Tine problem vanhu kuZimbabwe. Yes, blazo vataura. And this undi mistani. Yes, you know we run mama points in, but tribalism is a problem in Zimbabwe, a big problem.
I'm not denying that, sir. But what I'm simply trying. The problem we are having is that every time as Zimbabweans, when we meet, we are always triggering this situation. And what are we doing about it? Here we are talking about a Zim show. We are talking about artists. We're talking about promoters. So what we are saying is, let's engage into this idea of coming together to work with the artists and the promoters. In terms of what artists they demand, they got to be reasonable. In terms of promoters, what they have to pay the artists, they got to be reasonable, thinking that is business, because what I cannot do is I cannot do a show and end up running into bills that I cannot be able to pay because people did not attend. So let's improve our craft and our skills in doing it. But the problem is once we start engaging Shona, Zimbabwe, and that, then now we are diverting everything, of which I agree with what you're saying, Baba, of which I hear where you're coming from. But let's try and look for a solution into what is going on. Take from that negativity that we have seen from Zimfest and try and improve it. Let's call people. We discuss our issues. What can we do to make our shows better? What can we do for this next generation that is coming? One more thing before I go. We can talk as much as we want, Prafi. Do you know that with each generation year, we are talking about Love Moma Jaivana. If I bring more Love Moma Jaivana today, you tell me, Prafi, how many people are going to attend that show?
Almost everyone.
Coming because my son is not a generation of my generation of Love Moma Jaivana. So in order for me to make money into my what you call a show that I'm going to do, if I take Makazi, I take Umadlela, I take someone else from Zimbabwe, depending on the negotiations and agreement, you find that it balances, because I will have you, I'll have your son, I'll have myself, because all the generations are going to be there with show. So we need to, and that's why in Kulumang, issue of promotion, of marketing, communication skills, improving our craft on how we can reach out to the people to give them what, also good listening skills as well is very important to have those skills so that we can hear what the public wants, what the public demand from us as promoters. You understand?
Right. I mean, let me say this. Let me say this. How many radio stations do we have in the UK, or shows which involve Zimbabwean DJs or presenters in the UK? So why can't they come and do a research to us and say, Philip, who do you think is good for us to take from Matebeleland, so that we can we want to bring one artist from Matebeleland for the Zimfest 2023? Ezra, who do you think is good in Matebeleland, as well as they are doing research for other places? Guys, all presenters in the UK, who do you think is good for us, to make to bring in the UK for the festival? Who is right in the UK? They never come to us to ask. Prophet, and I work with all artists. You have seen me with almost every artist, you know that. So why can't they come to us and do a research and ask? Then me, originally, original myself. So if it happens year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, without seeing any artist from the other region, then I'll assume that again, well, it should be. I think this is tribalism. I'll end up assuming, because you're not doing it well. I mean, if they can do 1 or 2 in a ratio of 1 or 2, then 7 from the other side. 1 is mtangire chete kuti 1 munhu kana MC1 chaiyo pavanhu motanga sona from level of those 10 usiku usibabakwa ayo unalo that.
With this in the division here, but this DNA we are passing it to our children, and there won't be any peace in Zimbabwe if we don't rectify this today. Otherwise, there will be still.
Let me give you this example. Let's just say a young child or someone to say that only 5 years or whatever. Then maybe he wants to announce both languages, English and Development. MCs both. There's a child here. You understand? I mean, let's use sense, guys. I understand both. I understand you both, because you promote. On this level 1, only 1.
I mean, again, Grafili, you know what? Artists, they need to avail themselves to the promoters, because I don't want to talk too much here, because there is so much that is involved into this. Because I can guarantee today that even some of the people here in the UK, musicians themselves, people that are known, they cannot work with certain individuals, because, like I said, the problem is you've got people biting at your back when you are trying to do something that will benefit everyone. And then you have certain number of people who turn around and say, we cannot support these people. We can only support these people. So I don't think it's an issue of tribalism, as I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm denying that it's not there. It's there. But I'm just looking from a business aspect to it. You know what? At the end of the day, what we are trying to do is to rectify that mistake, to say, everybody, come, let's work together. Artists, promoters in the UK. When I'm doing a show, come in and support me. You guys on the radio as well. When I'm posting something, come and support, because that's the only way we can get these things ahead. And also, if there are artists here, especially based in Zim, you, Profil, you know very well. We have got guys here that not even known, 0 numbers.
That's what I said.
Want to improve their craft so that it can be known. But if our negotiations, they become very poor, it makes it so difficult. Because one thing you got to understand as a promoter, I cannot bring Umuntu Oyiwan from Zimbabwe that is not known. I have to bring another person who's known, so that at the end of the day, we can balance the numbers. Are we together on that one?
I understand you.
Yes.
I understand.
But now the issue is that we need to address is, our artists, they should be reasonable in terms of when we need to meet their demands. Let them be reasonable, because that's why sometimes you hear my stories like, hey, my promoters have done this and that. Some of it is true, some of it is lies. But at the end of the day, if we work,
right, both. I know that. Can we, all right, Mr. Mutangire and Mr. Both? Let me just give you an example. I don't want to have hate. I'm one of those guys who doesn't hate. I don't hate anybody, but I tell the truth as it is. Let me just say, a guy called Eric Knight who lives in the UK. I know people will say because he's your brother. Okay, I'm not trying to promote my brother, but let's just say a guy like Eric is available, Munom, right, just to do an MC with one of the probable my audio, how much is it to pay my madam boss from Zimbabwe and pay her and everything than one MC Arimunom from the UK? Are very well? I mean, sorry guys, it's not your money, it's not my money, it's not Mtagiri's money. But we are just talking. Do you think Eric Knight will cost them over 300 or 400 pounds going down with the MC Paya? And then you compare net ticket Ramadan boss of Zimbabwe, ne accommodation, everything. No. Listen, guys, I understand what you're saying. I'm just asking you a simple question.
But then how many people you hear saying, okay, well, Eric Knight was time of our era? You have so many of them of that saying that. But if we produce these young ones coming up to do that job, I don't think it could be a problem. The reason why people, they end up running for Madam Post and leaving Eric Knight here.
Right, there is Magella. There is Magella. Just hold on, guys. Magella is here, Skoboko. Let's wait for you because you said Kaya in Akata. Mr. Magella, how are you?
Magella,
I spoke to you this morning. You disappointed me. Why did you come and perform Zimfest? Why uzo perform Zimfest the UK 2022? Why were you not invited, or you were invited, maybe was so delayed? Just tell us what's happening. The reason why I'm asking is, Magella, why is it in Abatuba you are a disgrace? You don't want to come and perform in are you being invited, or you're afraid to use a flight or anything?
We cannot invite ourselves. we need to be invited so that we are able to come not a UK. For many years, it has always been people that I will put it very blunt, even Jalo. Please allow me to do that.
Yes, and they use the language you want anyway.
Abantu aba Mashonaland, they will always support guys from Mashonaland. It's normal. It's normal. No, wait. I've never seen any Mashonaland promoter calling an artist from Matebeleland. They always call people that abakabanguti bazakhuluma nabo babezwe. You understand?
Yeah.
So Nati, we need you guys. Nisbize sibuye. Ngoba kuthiwa izimfest angazi phela ukuthi target market yakho na yipi.
Okay.
Kodwa ke ngithe kuwe earlier mntana wami before you went online, I said mina I'm tired of impi yokuthi now because Zimfest did not call abantu laba nalaba, then it becomes a problem. Why can't you guys, Nina Bosbanda, do a Matebeleland festival?
Yeah. And
call us? Why can't you do a Matebeleland festival? Nisbize Nina. It's like we're waiting for abantu from Harare to do Zimfest, and then we complain.
Yeah.
Why can't you guys in Nabagiti, Egate, Nabizo Mafikizoro, Nabizo Tenchanda, Nabizo Soul Brothers, why can't you guys call us and Niti Sinem Ziliga's day, come and celebrate Ziliga's Nisbis? Why are you always waiting for abantu besishone ukuthi bayenze lento yabo abayifunayo, and then we complain? Bayekeleni, let them be. Nani bantu bakithi abanezimali sibizeni sibuye. Yeah, ningalindi abantu besoneni ukuthi bayenza into yabo bathi izimfest bakholise bajabule and then nilinde ukusola. Sibizeni nina bakithi nithi namhlanje siyenza imzilikazi day or ilobhengula day or imambo day sibuye. Don't wait.
That's a
good point, Prophet. That's a good point. I agree with him. Why can't we do that? Why isn't it wins?
Wena na ufuna
isho khona ukuthi akula support, Prophet.
Now sephendukile bebe kufonela continue Madlela.
Ya umunye ubharu bemfonela la. Yeah, enkutsho ikhona lokhu mdala wami ukuthi we need to go beyond that. Ukuthi we can't always wait for Shona people to say thina sibiza uJapreza sibiza ubani mani and then we complain. Silindeni we must have promoters asemathebelendi that are not going to wait for anyone else but say thina siyobiza abafana bakithi. There's never been only even umuntu oseke wazama lo yenza igospel umdala uStephen wakobiza unceku
ngubhuti kalome lapha their brothers beyawubona kufanana.
Yes, he's the only person that has tried. Nina nilinda ama-soul brothers nilindo Jenchanda nabo mafika izolo yibo bakhuluma nani thina yibo nibalindileyo. Why can't you nina nibiza abafana bakobulawayo? Because they are equally good. Omsizi K bakhona asithi mhlamba nifuna irumba bakhona abanye omsizi K baningi kakhulu. Why can't you call them? Aye. Uyazi mina I've gone beyond. Mina I've said to you, Brafil, even outside this, I've said, kumele before we look at other people, abantu beswaneni, let's look at us, Tina Kala. Before we even look at Shona people, sibe sethi tribalism and this, asikhangeleni thina sodwa, singaphi kehla. Singa.
That's powerful, Mandela. I mean, I would draw my hair. I mean, honest enough. Your palms is on it. Honest enough. I raise up my hands. Okay, you know, Nyabuzo Okuluma Mandela. Now, prophet Nyabuzo Mandela. I'm telling you can hear what Mandela is saying.
Yeah, I cannot really blame him.
I agree with him 100%. But what we need is our own people to support promoters in the UK so that we can be able to bring Mandela and the shop is successful. But the problem is, I'm saying, as long as we address it in a tribalism way, we are not going anywhere, because what we are doing is we are just making noise. What we simply need to do is, guys, let's come together. We want to bring Mandela here. I negotiate with Mandela. Mandela, this is what we are going to do. If he's willing to come here, you guys need to come out of your houses to come and support him. But if there is no support, then it's difficult. Because you need to understand, there's a promoter, there is money that has to be spent to bring Mandela. But if that money I spend it and it does not come back to me, then it's a problem. Because now what we need to create is a support system. Once we get that support system, we're not going to have any problem.
Can I say something before I go out? Because he has a network before I go out, probably it will be subject to a debate. Yeah. But I want to tell you one thing. No one oyenza irumba oisungura sings like Martin Ndolwane's band. No one. The whole of Zimbabwe, no one. Subject to a debate and whatever. Yeah. Umacheso, he's a bigger brand today because Shona people said we're going to support you. Not because you sing better, but because we see the zeal in you. Because we see when Alento we are ifuna, we're going to support you. It was firstly Shona people, Abagubo. If we could give Umartin the same support, Umartin could be the best ever, more than Umacheso. Because Umartin, talent-wise, he's more than Umacheso. I'm sorry to say that, but in Kulmikinis. So it is the support. It is the support that us bantu besindebeleni we need. Kumele sikutshintshe singalindi ukuthi abanye abantu bayenza into sibe sesola. Asambeni thina sizenzele. We must abantu besishoneni. Mina I lived in South Africa for many years and I could see makubuya uMacheso versus makubuya umdala wami uJays kumbe umdala wami uAlbert Nyathi. You will get 50 people who Albert Nyathi and 1,000 and 1,000 bezobukela uMacheso. Why? Why? So I'm telling you,
can I ask you a question before you go? I'll remember this too. Let's just say Mandela, you were supported by the Shona people. How uboni ngani ungabe ukustage siphi ngaba amashona ayikusupport ngendlela asupportana ngayo?
Angazi bazavuka laba bathi nawe ngisefuna ukusupporta ngamashona kodwa into engiyifunayo mina ukuthi angisupportwe ngabakithi ukuqala angikhali mina kakhulu kehla ngoba kulezi zamaskiti bangisupporta but they can do more, you understand? Bona baba ngangisupporta bangiphakamise bathi owethu nangu uMadlela nabantu besona bazathi kathi mbani lo bagcine nabo besondela. Yes. Kodwa kumele ngisupportwe ngabakithi ukuqala phela inzalo igazi lami kuqala.
Charity begins at home.
Kunjalo khetla siyekela ukugijimela omafika izolo ngoba sibabona kuma DSTV, they dress well, they smell nice. Before we even go there asikhangeleni abakithi omsizi sibathathela emagogonothi sibayenza abantu before we even support omafika izolo.
But usubizwe kangaki kubo Gobo Independence Day, how many times have you been called?
Sengasupporta anti ma ungaphefuma lapho bakulabhela futhi bathi nangu sesupporta lavana abantu kodwa ke sengeke ngahamba laphana.
So this year ukhona ku line up?
Angikho kungena uNdukusi kodwa it's okay. Naye phela kusina kudedelwana. Last year bekuyima kungene yena phela this year naye Nambiti. Ngoba siyanambitha lapha.
Yeah, but I think the best thing what you need to do to get more support, you need to start singing Shona songs as well.
Why?
To get support.
Why must I do that?
To get support from
Rafil, we bamba wrong lento le. Why kumele ngihlabele ngisishona mdala wami? Mina phela ngilindebele kumele ngihlabele ngesindebele ngisupportayo angisupporte ngihlabele ngesindebele hayi ukuthi kumele ngihlabele ngesishona ngizitshintshe ubuyimi. But I can't change who I am. If abantu besishoneni kumele bangisupporte ngihlabele isindebele nginjalo. Why antu bani ukuthi headline ngumafika izolo. Why besapota umafika izolo bengasapoti uMadlela usebehlabela isindebele? Yikuzenzisa kumele basupporte phela konke. Ngoba phela umafika izolo uhlabela ngesizulu similar to Ndebele iproblem inga.
Hayi okay ngcono
ungacoachisa Zimbabwe ayishapho mntana ithi ngikabe ngivele emthathweni athi ngingcoachisi lapha. Chapho mntana ngivela emthathweni lapha. Ngamtshela chapha dala bami ngiyabonga.
All right. Right. Just one Steve, ake yimuwa indulo ukuze uMadlela zitathabele ngoba zisho umfana mpela. Right, nisemtakile, say your point.
Yeah, tikasagadzirisa problem ye zvataugwana vava just prior to Misty, the guy who has just left. He was saying tinokwanisa kuregera tine tichitarisa kuona kuti kuregera mari dzine dzakamira sei. Izvozvo all right, I agree with you, but zvokuzoti usiku hwose 6 to 6 pasina uridzwa kana song 1 yeNdebele, but unobva pamwe paridzwa dzakanda bhongomeni paridzwa dzoumwe munhu wokukinya ipapo pane nyaya ende zvinhu zvinokwanisa kugadziriswa nyore, but ukada kuzvinyatsozvitarisa pane imwe section yecommunity yedu ine problem. Ukatarisa even ipapa pokuzoti timu dzanga dzine maplayers akawanda mazuva achona iwawo dzanga dzibva kubulawayo papana a foreign coach wechirungu Fabish. Vamwe waitoona kuti squad. All right, I'm not a coach, but this one, so and so perform better than this person. And andifunga pane team yakambonyatso performa semarekera kusara kwedzidzo dzakazokwanisa kusvika kuafrica kumafinals kutunisia, but panguva yeyo dream team yanga yaperforma zvakanaka ina maplayers. That means kuti uyu wanga asingatarisi kuti uyu munhu unobva kupi, uyu unobva kupi. Problem iye yakambaitika muNigeria, mune team yemuNigeria vachiti umwe munhu akanga ari munhu wokunorth ari kungozadza manortherners, kana ari wokusouth ari kuzadza masoutherners. That's why vakaita nguva zhinji vachitora rekera vachitora makoches okunze.
So Mr. Mtangira, just hold on. Mr. Mtangira, hold on. Hello, and there's another one there. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Sisi, how are you?
I'm good. I wanted to say something. My voice is not all that good. It's not a public voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to say something because I grew up saying I love Mama Jaivan.
Yes.
I was a kid that time. Love Mama Jaivan was love the whole nation, Zimbabwe, if you remember, because you are a little bit older than me, and you must know this, Mr. Gangu and you, Philip, you must know that love Mama Jaivan, I do what the whole nation. What I'm thinking nowadays is that most of these Ndebele-speaking artists, they are not doing much to be known the whole nation. And I really love Ndebele people. I'm a Sona person, but I really love to see us together, doing the things together, even when these promoters promoting all these known people. I would like also that one Ndebele person or 10 Ndebele people to come also and have also something and do something also, either in Europe or in Canada, anywhere they go, I don't care. You understand? The feeling they are only like Sona people and they are known Ndebele. I mean, it is not a good feeling also for me too, but it is what it is. Here where we live, we have a very young, brilliant girl. Her name is called Awakiwe. This girl is singing very powerful, but it seems like you people don't know her. She's here in Europe. She's in Ndebele. She's singing hip hop, I don't know, in Ndebele. Oh God, you gotta love that young girl. You love the music. I don't understand Ndebele, but when I hear when she's singing, you really love it. So you guys, you have to talk to everybody, to all these centers. You have to tell them that, you know what, we are Zimbabweans. We want the whole Zimbabwean musicians to come, not only the ones who speak only Sona. I'm sorry. I also don't understand Ndebele, but I feel for you people. I feel for the Ndebele people if that thing happens. But I want to finish by saying, I think early 2000, there was a show in, was it Manchester? I can't remember, whereby Masiki Zolo did not come. He was supposed to come. And instead of Masiki Zolo, only Ramsuku came and perform. Oh, yes. It was a really terrible problem. Then the Ndebele people, they wanted back their money. Masiki Zolo is now from Zimbabwe anyway. I was also surprised because I was invited. I was in UK. I don't live in UK. I live in Germany. But I was there. A lot of Ndebele people were demonstrating. They wanted their money back, which I found, I don't know what I can say. You know what I want to say. It was not fair.
Oh, thank you so much. You know, you sound as if you actually wanted to be part of the show. I can see. Next time I'll send you a ticket.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Look after yourself. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Prophet, can I come out so that I can allow some
Yeah, no, it's fine. Prophet, thank you. So you done? You finished what you wanted to say?
Yeah, no. I hope
Okay.
that people that are watching and listening, we are going to come together and work to make these shows a success.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
have shows here. Prophet, we have done shows, especially gospel shows, and
Yeah.
in Zimbabweans.
Oh.
We work with both parties. We don't separate, or we are not tribalist people. What we want is to have a successful show, because we believe music is meant to bring all people together. So my last words is, let's look for a way forward in terms of how we can improve our marketing skills, communication skills. Let's work together. Let's stop sabotaging some other people's shows. Those that they're still doing it, it has to stop. It's high time now, as Zimbabwean people, we all come together and work together for only one cause: to unite and love one another and support each other in whatever we do, so that we can grow and have a better Zimbabwe. The only way we can have a better Zimbabwe is us as individuals to come together and love one another and respect each other and support that creativity that comes from Zimbabwe. There is great talent that is coming from Zimbabwe, not any other countries, of course, yes, but there is a great talent coming from Zimbabwe. The reason why we don't recognize it is because we don't support each other. Thank you so much, Prafil, for bringing me in here. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Tell Steve that I want Benjamin to do an interview soon. If he doesn't give me Benjamin to do, I'll be very upset with him.
You know the protocol, my brother. So just things are going to be
all protocols reserved.
I hope you are going to be there. We show, and the gentlemen that are also here, I'm looking forward to be seeing you on that Benjamin show. So let's come together and support one another, and for only one cause: to praise the Lord our Jesus Christ. We have made this day possible for us to talk on this platform again. So let's have this again, Brafili. Let's engage into this. Let's involve artists. Let's involve promoters. Let's involve our supporters. Let's listen to each other so that we can work together. So thank you so much. May God bless you.
Yeah, before you go, why I don't want to come to that show? Stephen Pope owes me £1,000 where I gave him when I was doing an interview.
Well, that is not to be discussed here publicly. It's a private matter. You know the protocol. You can always.
Okay, my boy. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, Jason, hold on. Thank you. Okay, Jason, hold on there. Jason, hold on. Listen, Tangi. So you heard all other speakers which were saying, including the musician, Mr. Mandela. Continue. Then you
inini chinhu chendokurudzira vanhu vokuzimbabwe, in fact Africa yose jikelele.
Hold on, Steve. Hold on, Steve. Ntangire, hold on. Just hold on, Ntangire. You will turn up. Mr. Pofu, how are you?
I hear my name is just.
How are you, Mr. Pofu? Today we are not talking about your promotion, but we are talking. Yesterday, I attended a show, me and Mr. Ntangire, at the Zimfest in Luton. Okay, Mr. Pofu, I don't want to lie to you. I enjoyed the show personally. Mr. Ntangire enjoyed the show. We're sitting together. But as someone who works with musicians and I work with promoters, I felt as if something was not right. I know you didn't hear what my problem is. There was the lineup. There was Natty from Haram, which I got nothing wrong with the Natty O. The lineup, we had Mr. HQ from Haran, which I got no problem with HQ. The lineup, we had Winky D from Haran, which I got no problem with Winky D. The lineup with Sharon Manasa from UK, which I got no problem with Sharon Manasa. The lineup we had Madam Boss as MC, which I got no problem with Madam Boss from. The lineup with King Alfred from UK. My question and my problem here is Zimfest a one place area, or there's something which we are missing? Why can't you, and I forgot to say, a lineup with McCarthy from South Africa, it's a Zimfest. Why can't we promoters include even one person from Matabele just to balance, right? Forget the musicians. Forget the musicians. Talk about the MCs. One comes in and says, next the McCarthy. Then the other one he comes in and says, McCarthy, why is it like that? Take it from there.
Thank you, Philip. Thanks for having me on your platform. My battery may cut at any time. Just to say, I'm here in Coventry today to support the Afro Jam. Yeah, the
I know
Afro
that.
Jam.
Yeah,
McCarthy and other acts will be performing. So I just came out all the way just to support and just see as well and learn. You are raising a valid question, but what I may say is the answer may have two strands. There may be a business element and there may be a social element which you are raising. The question you are raising, I think, heavily lands on the social element, as into why are we not having some people from a particular region.
yeah.
But then the main decision is influenced by the financial side of it. Because remember, hosting people has an expense element. You don't just host people just to make a particular group of people so happy and excited, because there's an element of a financial expectation. Here I'm talking from a layman as a business person. So you would want to think then that if I am going to do this, I'm going to have an income coming back. And what do I need then to engage? That will be the first thing that you do, because you are looking to make an income from it. So I would like to think then that not only Zimfest, but anyone who is in business will look at that first. It's just like if you're hiring people, do they have the skills that you need so that they're able to do the work that you want them to do, so that they'll be able to deliver the service that you want for you to get the income and customer satisfaction. So I would like to think that that's one of the things that they will look at. And then they will decide from there to say, okay, fine, we think Philip is popular. He is going to be able to draw the crowds that we need. And then Philip will then organize an event targeting that particular audience. That will be the approach I would like to think that people would use. But then you then raise another valid point in my view that then says, how about this particular group of people? And then the question comes back to say, okay, yes, we have talented people. Yes, we have got gifted people. Yes, we have got good people in this region. But then the question goes back to say that, okay, we have Philip from this area. So is Philip popular in this region that I need to do whatever I need to do? So if Philip is not able to attract the crowds that he wants, just talking as a business person, and if that answer becomes no, then the person is going to make a decision to say, all right, from the financial perspective, not from the side of social, to say, no. From the financial perspective, you will say, okay, fine, this is what I need to do. It could be a wrong decision, it could be right, I don't know. But then the other challenge then comes into the audience, that then you are reaching out to say, okay, I need to bring Philip. I need to bring Philip to Liverpool. There's a lot of people from Liverpool that would like to see Philip come. Then Philip goes to Liverpool and tells people in Liverpool that Philip is coming. And the people in Liverpool, out of 2,000, only have 5 people coming. So as a business person, you also look and ask yourself, is it worth it? You see where I'm coming from? So sometimes that would be the challenge, Philip. It's not that people from the other regions are not talented or gifted or what. You got to make a decision from a financial perspective to say, right, if I'm investing this, what am I going to get back? But then you then got to say that who is then sponsoring the event? If the event is sponsored by a community and people are putting money to bring Philip, then that's a different thing. But if you are taking money from your hard-earned cash, you would want Philip to do something that will bring something back to you. So I'm just responding as an ordinary person in the street, doing a business and engaging those. So it's not to say that you're disrespecting or you're alienating a certain community, or you're saying people are not talented. You've got to look at, if I put 50p, what am I going to get back? So that's how I see it. Yes.
Hayi ukuthi umuntu engimesabayo bese ngifuna ukuwacha but ngiyakuhlonipha njengoSteven, so I'll keep it like that.
No, it's fine, because what you are raising, Philip, is important. We got to be brutal and raise the truth.
You know
no
why?
point for us to come.
Steve, You know, Steve, I've worked with you for a long time. And, you know, you cannot tell me that, you know, I understand, Steve. I have seen you promoting people who are not popular, but you try by all means. So you cannot tell me what you want to even one MC or missing Ndebele, which can miss ama MC who made Ndebele and Shona. Do you understand me, Steve?
Okay.
I want to say freeze it. Tangiro, hold on, Tangiro, hold your pan up. Still, this young man, Steve, I'll freeze up. Still, this young man, Jason, what do you want to say?
Unjani Put Philip?
Just hold on, Steve, Tangiro. Continue, young man.
No, thank you very much, Put Philip. Ngizokhuluma ngesindebele ngicabanga sizoba right. Yeah. Issue le ekhulunywa with this guy osho ukuthi from financial perspective, business perspective, right njalo vele. And they apply even in politics. That's why sihlezi sikhalela ukuba ngovice, sihlezi sikhalela like ukuthi abaswele favor. No, it's fine. If we would like from amanye tribes, yona akwazi ukuthi attract multitudes of people. No, it's okay. Let them do in into yabo well. We mustn't worry ngokuthi basenzele favor basibhala. Ipe ngasifuna basifuna. We politics, but we are few. Lapho enkhona UK, but you are few. You can't attract multitudes of people. We have abantu, as they can do that. But you are few. Ekaya, you are few. You cannot draw enough multitudes to lead in a political part or anything in Zimbabwe. So like sufficient name. Yini okumele siyenze ukuze basi recognize ukuthi nathi singabantu khona into esikwazi kuyenza. Anyway, ungahambe esontweni any church even lapho khona ngithi wena Philip Sibanda ngoba ngasephela bhusi ngeke ulide lelo sonto ngoba ukwazi kunjani ukudraw multitudes abafunayo. Uye ephela bhusi ngeke ulide wena Philip ngoba ukwazi ukudraw in multitudes abafunayo. Iyephela bhusi manje ephela bhusi council ilidwa wobani ngabakwazi ukudraw multitude. Multitudes kuphi? Kithi. Lento yokuthi basizwele basenzele umusa it must stop. Abayenza into yabo.
Obani basizwele basenzele umusa obani.
Nanso ke uthe ama OMC kade bebangaki abantu abasuka eHarare kade bebangaki laba abasuka eHarare ibe ngikhuluma ngabo. It's like kumele every time ahlala besenzele ifavor. No, Tina, we cannot attract multitudes. We understand that. Why can't they leave us? Why can't we try to do our things? I don't care what uzongiphikisa but Philip lapho hlala khona eUK when you cannot lead anything. You cannot lead anything. Even abangani bakho labo nabo you cannot lead them because you cannot attract what they want.
You don't care. How do you live without caring then?
Lalela but Philip, we can do our thing. From now going forward, we need to promote our thing. We need to have sinan put Philip Nikon. We have abanye abantu. Let's do our thing. Sichiyane lento zeHarare. Let them do into abayifunayo. Let them do into abayifunayo.
You can't come and say into zeHarare. It's not the Harare thing here. Imagine someone who speaks so like you talking like that. You think that it is a chapel show. We can't say that into zeHarare.
Lalela put into yaseHarare. Ifuthi into yakithi ngani? Included.
You cannot come here and label people who speak so like they into hard. That's wrong.
Wena put Philip oqala ukukhuluma lento uthe ubani waseHarare uqonda ukuthini ubukhuluma iqiniso just that
I was talking about the lineup. I was talking about the lineup
yabobani eyethu oyabo
on the platform and tell me what you're going to interest Harare. You are saying it in your own words. Yourself. You must be ashamed of yourself.
Lalela put Philip. I'm not saying ukuthi onke into yaseHarare. I am saying into yaseHarare. Now you can even ungafuna ukuvuma ngoba maybe unama followers aseHarare unabantu abesaba abaseHarare but you know ukuthi into yaseHarare. You know ukuthi into yaseHarare ungangiphikisa yes but ungangiphikisi ngoba ungugodlwayo mfowethu. Ungangiphikisi ungugodlwayo you feel the pain engiyifeelayo wena. Uyabuza ubuhlungu embuzwayo ngithi ukuthi wena but Philip will not allow ukuzosilida thina ephela bhusi. So ledwa ngofara ephela bhusi ungafika wena uthi ufuna ukulida uthatha iposition kaFara ngeke bakuvumele. ngeke bakuvumele. Yet you are disagreeing with what I'm saying. Into yabo wena uzohlala kuyikuthi uPhilip Sibanda akakwazi ukudraw ama attitudes abafunayo. Yisiphi isikhathi sokwazi ukulida khona thina? So leader kuphi? So
But
leader
listen,
kuphi?
young man, listen. I know you are my culture, you young man, and thank you very much. But we have got people, good Shona people. You can't say all Shona people are bad.
No, but Philip, we don't have. We
No,
don't have.
we have got a guy like Mtangire here.
Yeah?
We do care.
Angimazi uMtangiri mina. Lalela, if uMtangiri akunikeza opportunity ukuthi wena ulead. If uMtangiri advocate ukuthi uPhilip is a good leader, he is not good. If engakazi advocate ukuthi emathebeleni we have abantu right, he is not good at all. No, I'm telling you, but Philip, na ubaba uMtangiri ngiyamhlonipha. If engakazi kodwa athi stand up for anyone from Mathebeleland, he is not good.
But you
Ufana nabo bonke.
on his video talk about Kukura, what you say this must be rich, this thing must be. So how can you say that? You need to
No.
think before you come on a platform.
No, but Philip, no. We don't belong. We can try ukuthi siforce ukuthi sihlangane nabo, but bona every time bayohlala beskip. One.
You can't come in and paint everyone with the same paint. You need to be ashamed of yourself.
No, bayafana but Philip. Ngitshela oyi-one right.
There is Mtangire there.
Angimazi ubaba uMtangiri mina. Ngiyaqala ukumbona.
So
Why do you say I'm not right?
Eh?
Why do you say I'm not right? You don't even know me.
One question is to prove what you are right.
Yeah.
Usuke wa advocate for Indebele ukuthi lithathe position elideserve.
There are some, but few.
Few. Why few? Why few?
Just wait.
You ask him a question, give him time to answer. Just hold on.
Let me tell you, young man, if you use emotions, we won't get anywhere.
Thank you.
Yeah, listen. Gibson Umela was a national coach.
Continue. Let me get a charger. Continue.
Joel Parker was in fact, he is the first coach in the team of Tunisia.
Yeah.
He's non-Shona.
Yeah.
I was talking here of a team that was full of the bulk of it was from Lawayo, and mostly I can say 80% of them Ndebele. I've been talking here of Gukura Windi more than even the Ndebele themselves said. To be talks a lot of things. That's why you hear him saying that you can't just say no. Let him tell you you don't even know me.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
In that case, I would throw what I said. Mr. Mtangiri, you are one of the few. You are one of the few. I would throw what I said with everyone. If we would,
that's what I was saying. When you are dealing with an issue, don't use emotions, because it won't lead us. And if we keep on saying, oh, let's keep things going that way, again, as a nation, we will lose. I was giving examples. I gave earlier on. I gave an example of Zambia with more than nearly 80 tribes, but they're doing well.
Yeah.
So if we are sort of unwilling to solve this, then we will pass that to future generations, and they will live the way we are living now, or even worse.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Mtangiri Guloko. I understand you very well, and I respect you for that. But my question is, if unso kulma any generation, even now, as people of Mathebeleland, we are still feeling that thing. Which we are discriminated.
Listen. Let's talk about the Zimfest. Otherwise, we'll end up having emotions here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Zimfest. Otherwise, we end up. I don't want to have emotions. I don't want to, Let's talk about the Zimfest thing. Jason, I know how you feel, young man. I know how you feel. but don't label everybody with, don't paint everybody
I
the wrong
withdraw.
way.
I withdraw. I
Withdraw
withdraw.
that statement and promise me that you withdraw.
I withdraw ngempela. I withdraw, and I apologize to you, Mr. Mtangiri. Gakhulu.
Continue, Philip. Right. We have got our sister here. Just hold on. Sisi?
Hi, it was just a quick one because I didn't know, like, our other brother was trying to say a lot of things about Gukura Wuntu, of which we are not talking about Gukura Wuntu
Zimfest.
here. We are talking about Zimfest, and we are talking about working as we try to remove
Thank you.
or whatever this, because like the way you were saying or the way you were talking, you made me feel scared of my other brothers and sisters, because me, I'm Shona. You know how when we grew up like the village, they were painted like, oh, the village, they can do bad things, or you know, something like that, of which it's not. And I can't let my children again grow up having the same fear.
Jason, don't make noise. Jason,
It's like
Jason, don't make noise, please. Continue, sister.
We can't live as one, because we are Zimbabweans. We are not Ndebele, we are not Shona, we are Zimbabweans. And again,
Okay,
the other
right.
thing is saying the other point where they said one of the artists who came online says that Ndebele should let's have our own Ndebele and have our. This is what we want to remove. We want to work together. Ndebele and Shona, that's the reason of this live. It's not about, yes, Shonas, they are just doing it. Yeah, they don't even know what they are doing is wrong. Maybe the Ndebele, what they are doing is, so they don't even know what they are doing is wrong.
Fantastic.
So we are here today. Probably that's the reason for this live, to say, guys, let's work
for future
together.
For future people. For future people.
Not yeah, for future, you know, like, not like, because what my brother, honestly, the other brother who was there, you were wrong to start bashing people like that, because we want to remove that stigma, like whatever the stigma between Ndebele and Shona. Yeah, so we just need to, and again, the promoters, they have to, like, I was happy to see the promoters, two promoters came along and put their 2 cents on the platform, of which it's good. It goes on Ndebele promoters, it goes to Shona as well, because Ndebele, when they are working, because we see, okay, these people, they just, if you don't kuluma, if you're not from South Africa or you're not from Bulawayo, you don't participate. Or if you are Shona, you're not from Bulawayo, or you're not from Harare, you're not from whatever, you don't participate. That's what we want to remove. That's
Thank
what
you so
we
much,
want
Sisi.
to break.
Thank you so much.
My brother Philip.
Thank you.
Hello, William.
Okay.
How are you doing, bro? Are you okay?
Just hold on. How are you not in a rush?
I'm in a rush. I just wanted to put just a point across, because I've been following for the past nearly over an hour now, and it's an interesting topic.
Okay, yeah. Quick, so that I want to give him Mtangire time, as well. I'm adding Gasa there. Right, continue, and then Mtangire, you come in.
Right,
Gasa, just hold on. Evelyn, Gasa, stay there. Just hold on. Continue with that.
Right, my take on that is, like, guys, I think the topic that we are talking about is very, very controversial.
But do you know the topic we are talking about?
Yes, it's about Zimfest.
Thank you. Continue.
Yes, so my take is, by the way, I think the way you put it, I find you to be, but just hold on. My take on that, hold on.
William. You have got the freedom of expression and rights of correcting me. We're all human. So I might have seen it the other way. So feel free, so that next time I'll learn.
Yeah, my take is, we are all Africans. We are all Zimbabweans. It doesn't matter someone. Shona is just a language. Ndebele is just a language.
the languages in Zimbabwe, it's not only Shona and Ndebele, there are Tongas, there are Vendas, there are other languages, Tswanas. So let's forget about this thing to say, oh, why the Ndebele people, they are not included. If we, as Ndebele speaking people, if we want to be included in such things, have we gone and approached those people who are sponsoring that Zimfest? How much have we invested? How many Ndebeles were even there? So sometimes if we exclude ourselves in those things, we don't even want to go and meet other people just because they are Shona, just because they are Venda, they are doing their own thing. Obvious, I mean, we are going to be crying all the time and say, oh, we are being excluded, we are being left out. My take is we are all Africans, we are all Zimbabweans. So if we are Zimbabweans and we want to support that thing, why can't those people, I mean, who are talented in that field, go maybe to meet those sponsors, see if they need, because at the end of the day, that Zimfest is business. Those people, they are losing thousands and thousands, and they want to make thousands and thousands of pounds because they don't want to run a business and not make profit out of it just because they want to include the Ndebele people. So as people, as one people, what we should be doing now, let's try, we've got this other gathering, which is called Bakalanga Gathering. I think you, Philip, you know about it. I mean, have we ever asked why there are no Shonas, why we are leaving Shona people out? No. That gentleman who came up with a point, even if I don't agree with in other things when it comes to ground issue, because that's a different issue altogether. We are one people. Let's try to mobilize. Let's try to gather. Let's try to, we know that Shona people, they are the majority. We cannot run away from that. Because if you make a show, there are some other artists from the Bulawayo or wherever in Ndebele or Tonga, from wherever they come from. If they can come in the UK, because we don't want to go and mix with other people, there is Zimbo life. Let's just go in there, knock the doors. We know that we are the minority, but they are our brothers, they are our sisters. We are one people. So let's try to work together. Even if we know that we are less than 1 million us than the Ndebele in the UK or in Europe, then let's just try to be there. These are our brothers. We just need to be there, sit with them so that we can be included in other things. But our people, they will sit back and start crying, oh, we are being left out. Me and the Shona, I love Shona people, and when they are doing their thing, because that is business. Zimfest, if you ask those people, you sit with them down and find out how much they've spent to bring all these celebrities. It's because these celebrities, look at this lady. What's her name? It's Madam Boss. She's got a following. If you bring such people like Madam Boss, even if you are having a party, the moment you mention her name, she is a brand herself. The moment you mention My Titi, she is a brand herself. People, they will come in numbers. But the moment you mention someone who just 150,000 followers, you are not going to make anything out of it. So let's just forget about this Shona. That's Zimfest. It's more, I mean, people, they looking, it's people, they want to make profit out of it. People, they want to make money. People, they bring us together. We as Ndebeles, let's include ourselves in the system. We are the minority. Yes, that one is known. And even Shona people, they lead. We just need to be around them to guide them here and there to contribute whatever I want to contribute. That's my take. We are one people, one love. I love Shona people. I love Ndebele people. So Pambiling has him first. And next time, let them make friends with Machieso. Let them make friends with this guy. What's his name? The guys who, what's his name? Fraser. Let them make friends with My Titi. Let's include ourselves. Because if we keep ourselves away from these guys, believe me, we are still far, 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 far to reach that point. So the only way is to learn the language, include ourselves so that they have interest in what we are doing as well. Even that Bukalanga Gada, let's invite them. We are one people, one love, one Zimbabwe. Thank you, guys. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Mtangire, you've got an honor
Take
lady.
me out, please, bro. Take me out.
Thank you, thank you. Mtangire, you've got an honor lady there, whether you want to talk to or what?
Let you talk. Let you talk.
I only need. Hello. I'm fine, thank you.
Are you related to Romeo Cancer?
He's my brother.
Do you know that is my son?
That makes you my dad.
Yes, he's my son. Okay, continue, my dear.
Okay, I think this issue of Zimfest and Shonas, where we are at as a group, started from a very social space. I personally went to Ndebele school, but I don't know a word of Ndebele. I do not understand Ndebele at all. And you know why? with Ndebele's learning Shona.
Makamans, stay there. Makamans, stay there. Stay there. You are a musician. Stay there, Makamans. Stay there. Okay. Continue.
Okay, what I was saying was, I don't understand the word of Ndebele. I can't speak it, but I went to Ndebele school for 4 years, Form 1 to Form 4, in Ndebele school. And you know why that is? Ndebele's learning Shona has become a survival thing. And that, on the other hand, has made Shonas relax because we don't need to. So there's an element of not needing to, and then that moving on to ignorance. I don't think Shonas hate Ndebeles at all. I don't think there's animosity there at all, but we have moved in the direction that we feel that there's no need to, because really there's no need to. Ndebeles learn Shona to come to Harare and get jobs. It's very, very rare that Shonas go to Blawaye to look for jobs because really there's no supply there. So people will stay in their comfort zones. So what we are doing now is, as a nation and as Shonas and as people, we're staying in our comfort zones, and no one is nudging us. No one is saying, guys, can you not see that you are too relaxed here? Can you not see that we need to include Ndebeles? And then the other thing that happens is, as the guy that has been on the platform, I don't totally agree with what he said, but I believe that momentum should start from home. You see, like Sandra Ndebele. Sandra Ndebele, momentum did not come from Blawaye, as good as she is. Momentum did not come from the Ndebeles, but she came into the Shona world and people embraced her. Love Moma Jaivana, he made hit songs first in SA, and the momentum came from SA to Zimbabwe. So when there's no momentum from that Ndebele space, there's no Shona person who's going to get out of their seat and say, you know, who's got talent in Blawaye. But people in Blawaye themselves can identify talent, promote, market the artist, and then bring momentum, start momentum from that space. And I'm sure when that happens, I don't think Shonas are in a space that will say, oh, because they're in Ndebele, we're not going to listen to their music. But the momentum is not there. There is nothing to work with. So as a result, promoters will relax because there's no consequence. So I believe that it's two people that can change outlook. It's either the government or the consumer. Then in this case, the government is not going to do it for us because obviously it's in the diaspora and it's got nothing to do with them. Now the consumer needs to make noise. The consumer needs to constantly nudge the promoters and say, why are you not including us? It's just the same issue with women. There was noise 2 years ago with the flyers not including women. And that was acknowledged and realized. And then we see Madam Boss is there and other women are coming. Even those that are not even good, they come just for the numbers or because people have made noise. So if there's no noise coming from your end, then the soners are too comfortable. There's no consequence for not including the Veles apart from us coming on this platform and making noise. Really, there is no consequence at all. So that's the point that needs to be addressed for people to get from their comfort zones, because as soon as we feel there's no need, and in reality, there is no need.
Thank you so much, Sisi. Thank you so much. I like the eloquence of the way you are saying it, Sisi. Thank you so much, honest enough. You know, you coming with another angle, my dear sister. I really, really, really like the angle you came in with, you know. It has changed my point of view as well. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, ladies and gentlemen, guys, brothers and sisters, it's not nice to insult somebody who comes in with a point. Let's learn, let's move away from insulting if someone is making a point. We are not going to go anywhere by doing that. Mr. Mtangi, we have got Mr. McCummins. Have you met Mr. McCummins before?
No, maybe without even knowing each other. Okay.
Right, interact with one another there. We are talking first, Mr. McCummins, we were talking about the Zimfest in Zuru yesterday, whereby I went there. There were non-Ndebele artists on the Zimfest. Mtagire knows that Mtagire will show you. There were non-Ndebele artists, no MC, no song, play or break or anything from Ndebele. I am from Ndebele and myself. Okay. You know my comments, you follow me, you know what I do. and you know, I work in Nana's Divai, I work with every artist, Andina's you know. But you know, when things like that, you know, there is another part, what's going on? I wasn't impressed. But interestingly,
Yeah, you see, yeah, you see, Zirguitika, like I have to put my point cross correctly. I have to start a nation. So what is Zirguitika Pandizuguda so? First thing first, when we say promoters and it, these guys, these shows, they are not looking at what do you call it? Avaskutarisa kupromota culture yedu yemuZimbabwe, right? Vari kutarisa mari. So whoever is gonna fill their pockets achazadza homwe dzavo ndo vari kutarisa. Ndo pane nyaya hombe ipapa. Like I need you see that
then I will get in.
Yeah.
Kune Zimfest America. I think there was another Canada saying. They used to do the way and Mukatarisa America they got especially because Zimfest is not music okay we are famous Trikutaura nyaya yeZimbabwe kudiwa muchongoyo kurudiwa traditional dance kurudiwa marimba kunodiwa ndozvirodza kuti tiri maZimbabweans tiri kunoku foreign countries handiti so kuti hatikwanise kusolvha nyaya iyi kai kana ava vakomana ava vasati vakunzwisisa kuti no we have to promote you always call them promoters because they want to be promoted by vakaita mazita avo. You know, like when you say promoter anofamba na-artist kubva ari pasi and achimusimudzira vachinzi vari kupromota culture vari kupromota chi but apa they all look for chi for okay Windy D ane following yakadai so XQ ane following yakadai so you know like there's Tsungai anditi Tsungai Sikrai Shona Ndebele, she grew up in Ndebele, and you know, she did Zimfest a couple of times and all this, but because I talk to all of them all the time, they'll be like, you know what, it's all to do the last time, so they can't do it again, and that is again, and when they look, so you know, like when asking the Blawayo, I remember when I was still in Zim, most Blawayo artists they always come to me, Harare. When they start, music, Blawayo, they come to me. Like Unana Duduma Nenga, you were like all those they want to move up from Blawayo to Harare. To try pinde. I don't know why is it that, but ichatofana kubvisa panyaya dzese idzi ndechekuti because zvese zvekuzodza mashona madhevere mashona pana vambotaura apa ati moziya inini amundau I'm not even sure you know mabarwe from tinototaurawo you know like there's so many languages kune makalanga kune chi nyaya iri apa haisi yekungoti isusuwo zvedu mandevere nemashona I don't know me inini inondimara nyaya iyoyi when people start saying mashona azodai mandevere ukaona there was another festival yakaitwa I think I don't know the name of it it was all from like mandevere people so it seems like takungoda kuseparatana kuti ava ngavaite zvavo ava ngavaite zvavo but it's not all to do naizvozvo inyaya yevamapromoters.
You know, Mr. Malcolm, the reason why, I mean, which annoyed me, you know, probably, my Isabella, how are you, Mama?
I'm fine, and you? Hello,
hello. Hold on, Mom. Just hold on, Mom. Hold on, Mom. Hold on, Mom. Hold on. You know, it's because probably, you know, Mr. Malcolm and everyone, me, this is part of my job, you know. So I'm too sensitive to see things like that. I wasn't bothered a lot by the musicians myself. I don't want to lie to you. The only issue which got into my nerves yesterday was the MC. Right. Mr. McCummins, we had a program in Zimbabwe called the Mutinimira Wemimanzi. So when I was doing that program, we had a program on radio too called Kwaziso Ubingelelana. Which was
with Eric Knight and
which was
John
supporting Zimbabweans to unite and to interact with all languages. It taught me that it is the best way of uniting Zimbabweans. Kana umwagati yei matoda namkale tialibona lapana sabalo makazi ndichikopedza umachipinda neshona chiti anati kwakati mafana patina makazi neve you that's what we want as Zimbabweans. Pachita majoke MC achitaura languages ese pachita kana uchigona venda you come ne venda wachitakudia muna you come a lot with a lot of people on the they enjoy. Then you also go watching my diaspora. But when you only use one language, but if we get deeper, my MCs, and these are two MCs. They are using one language. They are using. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel at home. I don't feel on the table.
No, you see, that's a Wamataura point here, right? Like me, I learned few words in the Velega, Nepona Ezomgido. Nekuterera kwaziso because it was kushkisu patakaenda kuchikoro even we learn shona class but it's tight around now kana tabuda panze tiri kuti peyana ngendaa yei but when you're right muri class so izozozo it's like I don't know, that's why I'm like the organizers and it do have any problem because avafunge that way the way you are saying they don't think like that. They think the wrong way.
I hope this video will go to one of the organizers here because the owner of Mukuru is a white man. Probably I don't know, but he knows because he knows. So let's use this. Mukuru iwela makamanzi unotumira nemukuru ukatumira newewe miti vanotenera pamukuru muZimbabwe. Mina ngingatumira nemukuru uyihloko zikamama uIsabel Tata emukuru eZimbabwe. Ndikatumira nemukuru hama zamutangire zotora nemukuru kumasvingo nosvika mukuru. So honestly now, so they need to be told. You see, but no, Zimbabwe is a country in name cultures are country when you're doing things like this. So that's what with my promoters they will hear for next time.
Yeah, they need to. The vanofana wakuti vanzi visise kuti when you are bringing ikunyanya muchiunza the rest maZimbabweans vari munomu you bring them all together. It's not going to be all shonas vachauya kushow. That's yekutanga. Pachauya even mukasataura ndebele yacho ipapo vanenge varipo futi. So it's they have when you organize something you have to think okay let's target vana vadiki ngatidzidzisei vana tikaisa vari kutaura shona because shona indevele ndo main languages ka muZimbabwe handiti. So at least kana aripo vanhu vachitaura vachinzwa zvamuri zvamangotaura zvaita Eric na John Pillars handiti. That's exactly those zvoratidza kuti takabatana, but right now izvo today chikozwa like pandazoona show yenyu tachitori pamaphone calls nevamwe vekublawayo vachitotaura kuti this is something else. I keep saying the same thing. It's nothing to do nekuti vakavenga mandevere they don't want to choose kuti chichi they don't even think about
it. My inini ndakaita football comment on ZBC, right? I used to call him Finance David Koredem. Omunye waiti elibamba lapano uya kuma lesiza lapanekeza urabo chaiches controlisa lapano vanchana manje weshona obacharaje wangu bakoma na jana muzikoma chakati chacha badekoma chakati kuitira kuti vanhu vari kumba vanodini banon. So these are the things we want. Nothing. I'm not having a goal on the promoters. It's a lesson. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
But
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
Mr. Mtangiri, then because we are my Isabel, Moti Kaka.
All right. Ndonga nyaya yose ya taurwa ne some of vauyu vataure vataure. Iproblem inini homwe zvehomwe ini ndabvuma kuti munhu wese anotsvaka mari. But inini chandaramba ndechekuti hamungati show yose 6 to 6 muchiridza nziyo dzeshona chete apa momboridza pamwe kana dzana kanda bhogomeni moshayahwa nechindevere ipapapo inini ndine bhifi napo ipapo panotoratidza kuti pane problem tisati hedu tamboenda kure munhu wese anorekera anoitira business kuti awane mafinancial rewards. But kana wozoti iwewe zveshuwa poshaiwa fanika zviya zvaitwa Radio 3 handichazokuti yakunzi chii kuti waingonzwa dziye dzechirungu chete uchiti ukada kuti uridze kana Radio 2 una amwe unonzi aiwa iwe ipi radio yamadhara iyo. That mentality ini ndo yetoti letadi tazama kubalansisa zvinhu because it's us vanhu vokuzimbabwe tokwanisa kupromota sadza. Handingambotarisi kuti muIndia handipromotere sadza. Kana ndatodero zvaratidza kuti ndakaremara somehow. Yeah. Isusu ndisu tofanira kupromota chi even kuridza radio dzenyanja. We have got nyanja speakers in Zimbabwe. We have got vendor speakers. Hapana chakamboipa kunogona kuna vamwe vanhu vanotogona kuridza nomutauro werekera wetonga. Zvinotonakidza vana makadzi ava vetinohwaya vachiti hey chinja madhara chinja magiya tinoziva kuti language yacho inorevei. We can promote any language in Zimbabwe. That's where I have got beef with some of these people. Yeah. Hey, am I sorry henyu? And I
Nango Mama Isabel munjani.
Siyaphila linjani bakithi. Ngiyajabula kakhulu ukuthi uPhilip sometimes uyasinakekela ngama issues esiyabe sinawo ku community yethu yasekhaya singamaZimbabwe. Siyabonga kakhulu mdawini khona lapho ukuthi usihlanganise siphefumule esiyabe sikubona kungahambi kuhle. I always prefer ubaba uMtangiri ama views akhe. I really salute you baba uMtangiri if you were a candidate to the presidential. I'm the #1 to vote for you. I always follow your lives when you come up here. Really since vele I really understand. Awunalo ubandlululo to be honest with you. Ngiyafisa nami kuba njengawe ngithi ngivumelana la ubaba uMtangiri lami ukuthi you can't 6 to 6 lichaye ingoma ze-one tribe. Lokhwana akungeke vele ku courage usapho labantwana esilabo khona apha eNgilandi okhuluma isindebele kumbe okhuluma isishona. They will not go away. They won't go anywhere ngelanguage zethu. And the problem, the name of the show, it says Zim something. Why least you are not Zimfest, you are not accommodating all Zimbabwean nations. You only decided to accommodate one nation. That's where the thing, why are you calling it Zimfest? Because if you are talking about Zim, we'll be talking about Zimbabwe as a whole. That's why uPhilip efaki question mark ukuthi amanye amaZimbabwean avalelwe ngaphandle kanjani. And then khona ke ukutsho ukuthi MC nxa kade bengaba ngu2 kumbe bebe ngu3 English speaker, Shona speaker, Ndebele or vendor, something. We got our lovely nation Kalanga. They got lovely dance similar to Wosana. When they wear their black and white things, they dance their own thing. You love it. Somebody from Zimbabwe will tell that I don't know these people because they never saw them. Nxa benganxuswa bazobonakala kanjani ukuthi bazipresente ubugabazi babo lobuntshantshu babo. Kuhle ngoba eminye imibuzo selisiphendulile ukuthi abo organizer yi-World Remit ngiphendulekile because I did fool myself ukuthi funa is upromoter wakhona ngoweHarare. That's why exolela ukuthi ayethatha abasemzini akhulisa abasemzini abo makhadzi. Yeah, understand because ngwasomzini. So makhadzi lapha uke presenter ini towards Zimfest name. Upresenter in. What is it on about this Zimfest sifundisani? Ipromota umculo wasekhaya noma oma promoters angikhona adinga imali kuphela. Khonapho kumbe liyakwazi yini nini enikhona?
Yeah.
What is it on about? It's about money, raising their money on their pockets, or it's about Zimbabwean promotion of music? Why listen?
Culture, music, who we are, food, everything.
But umakadzi ke manje ube presenter in, and any other what Diki, Willow, whatever. The other artists they were there. They are presenter in kit amazimu. Bebe ba presenter kiti. Yumbuzo nje now.
I think when they bring Makazi, they know what you're gonna abantu bachapinda abantu bazangena because he's a woman on at the moment on top. It's always money goes back to money now. You know, like what they have just said.
Before uzihambela ke lineni kwazi ukukhuluma nabo ama promoters. Ake baceleni ukuthi sikhathele ngokuhlala lokho sisiyabukelisha ama neighboring country actresses ekubeni lathi sinawo awethu ama actress asekhaya. Lathi sifuna ukubona abakithi bephakanyiswa as much as you can ngoba kabashwela kalanga abangakwenza khona lokho. Silabo inhlangothi zonke prior benu. Silabo aba active that much abaphiweyo eliba ignore. Sikhathele and khonapho lipromote abantu elibanika ipapa ukuthi ahambe ayokubo ayokudla suthi achisa abantu bangakini ngamathaya. That thing has to stop maZimbabwe. Ake lipromotana neni nodwa. Yilo nje kuphela ebengilitshela ukuthi ama promoters libatshele nini ukuthi sikhathele ukuthi bebe besiyasithathela ama South Africans ekubeni ama South African right hand bayayifuna imali yakho on the left hand side bakuchisa ngetaya. That thing has to stop. Ake siphakamisana neni ngokwethu silawa ama artists angasenzela umsebenzi. Ngiyabonga.
Thank you so much, Mama Isabel. We always love you, Mami. We love you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, when she is saying it says Zimfest, and so Zimfest is Zimbabwean musical festival, and that's what it means. Kune mbatanga nguzu mchongoyo chi there was none of that. What was there? It was music. Yeah, got the computers. That is nothing to do with Zimbabwe. The music, like some of it, I call it Babriga music, chuchu, zapera. But you know, my traditional dance, do dressing chayo. My culture, we have to show who we are as Zimbabweans. I did. Not we go to all right, we call this, we call that one, call this, my guitar, and that's it. Gospel, this, that, and it's just money-making scheme. It's not nothing else, you know. Culture. When they have to promote it.
Okay, Mama Isabel. Okay, Mama.
All right, Mama.
Right. You know, and there's a lady said once we 80, then the guys will wrap up and then we'll finish up. Yeah.
Yeah. Me, I'm out.
Thank you so much. Then we'll arrange an interview. Thank you. Mr. Mtangira, just cup.
Yeah, ini angundoda ngoti taure ndichibuda. Guys, what I want to say, tikasa gadzirisa nyaya yetribalism hakuna kwetinosvika as a nation. Izvozvo hatidi kumboswera tichinyeperana panapa. Let's zvakaitika zvakakonzerwawo nevanga varipo vakaenda nevamwe varipo ike zvino, but isisu sokutaura kwetinoita kuti takadzidza, ngatipromotei unity mukati menyika, ndokuti tiite move forward. Handingati ini kana kuti ndine shop yangu ndoona munhu wechindevere ari competent, ndichida accountant, ndondotsora munhu wokwangu kumasvingoko ari kufudza madhongi kuti andozondiitira accounts dzangu. No, zvinongondiurayira business inini. Yeah, let's try to promote izvo zviya zvaiitwa paredhiyo zviya zvokuti choga tichatonga anodaidzira bhora neshona Kingsley Slanda achidaidzira nendevere vachicoordinata saizvo zviya zvaiita kuti tigare tiri on our toes tichinakirwa negemu. And takadzidza ini bits and pieces dzendevele dzandakadzidza, dzimwe ndakadzidzidzira paredhiyo, dzimwe of course kugweru kwandaipinda kwakusina zvako kuwanda vanhu vechindevere, but ike zvino hamungazonyanyi kundinyeya stereka nesi ukaenda deep iwe mufana Philip, mukazoenda deep of course ndinonzwa zvakanyanya pamwe ndingazotadza kupindura, so kungokakama kwendeita even if I'm talking in my own language ndinokakama. So let's try to unify our country. That's the way out. Otherwise, hakuna kwetinosvika. Thank you so much, listeners. Na mapanelists angari pano. Mkoma handizi kuti ndiana. Sorry?
Ndati ndinonzi takambani asi ndiri pamba pangu pari next nechikoro chaFilimon kutangira mhinoti mune ukamere kana kuti hamuna.
Oh, ndi baba.
Oh, okay. Yeah, ndoziva dhoku ndine mwana wangu akambodzidza ipapo paRiverton apo, saka ndinongoziva hangu ana kutangira. Hello?
Mutangira akavhura chikoro wamabhazi uya?
Akudhara. Ndati kuZimbabwe ndisati ndatomboya.
Very good.
Kumasingoni? Akavhura mabhazi rini?
Chikoro.
Amini chikoro rini?
Kudhara.
It's more than 20 years now.
Okay, Mr. Mtangire, this guy is a guy anenge achizotaura anoziva zvelaw, ndivachaitaura naye chibvunza mitemo yekubiwa izvinhu kana wabikwa kana waita wasungwa. This is the guy who will be coming every time chitaura naye.
Ndicharamba ndakatsigirana nawo, ndoda kuvabvunza zvakati wande maererano nelaw iyo muno. So
yeah. Mr. Mtangire, thank you so much for your time.
All right, ka. Ndicharamba ndoda kugadzira ndichaenda kubasa hangu time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Ernest, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, my brother?
We're about to wrap up, Ernest, but it's not a tribalism. We're not talking about tribalism here. We are talking about Zimfest. Zvakaitika nezuro. I think wanzwa kuti topic yacho yakamira sei.
Ndaizwa ndaiteerera yese ndanditeerera one following. But I just thought since program yakupera, I just want to add one or two. You will see what happened yesterday is very unfortunate, and it's not supposed to happen like that. Honestly, if it is Zimfest, it should include everybody. Philip, you are in arts, and many people are in arts, and we all understand what happens. Back then, I know the late Quantum Clan, rest in peace. If you know Amakos here, it produced very good artists, very good man. Drama etwa pa TV ana Toriyo Mtanani anani, you know, it was very good and everybody yes ana nasiya yakaita mawood tours akawanda anomurukona nana yenguduleko yoy. So I don't think varukuti, of course it could be about money. And ufunge kuti there's anything bad. Pakauya already taught pane artists kana kuti 10. Andivuri kubazwisisa.
Yeah.
Vamuri kufunga kuti Roma crowd pula acho iwayo. Ana Japreza, vana Sulman vanani. And ufunge kuti pakati pavo, in the midst of them, pakaiswa 2 maybe from Matebeleland. We have good vanotoita zvavo vanotogona. I'm giving an example. But when I'm not sure if he's still there. Kana anonzanokuimba kuti hey kuhlakani patsweleyo mtanami yekumesa kusomandla ndolwane super sound pakauya ipapo kuti Zimfest everybody is going to go there. That's the truth. Because Tese we tinoshanda nguva yakareba all year round and wait for Zimfest kuti uye kuti umboita in touch nezviri kuitika kumusha. What happened to the concept of pull my hand, hold my hand? Todronza 1 2 edu echindeveda ndeti vosvika vopindwa muline up imomo. I don't think my 20-30 minutes would cue the vibe of the show. Unofunga kuti munhu anoda japreza naSulumana anoregedza kuendere just because first one dollar super sounds in between.
Thank you.
Anoenda. Do you think munhu anoda makadzi anotadza kuendere just because paiswa Sandra Ndebele in between?
Thank you.
So I think the concept of hold my hand should take center stage, right? It's my sincere hope that this voice the cry is going to be louder than this. It has to be louder than this. Apana chakaipa kuva na MC when they like, you feel that you're very. Even I started following you when I was doing the back way back. Because my interviews not done chanda. You don't say, wow, this is great journalism. This guy is very good at it. Whatever he's doing, he's very good at it. So what I'm saying, we have equally talented people. We have very good people from Matebele. We have poetry from Matebele if you go there. Yes. Even home socialites, they're very good. But my socialites are not terrible. In a listen to Mdawin. Do you know Mdawin?
Ezra.
No, not Ezra Swanda. There's another guy.
This one,
that is very good at what he does. He's a very good guy. Whatever he does. Yes. So if we say when we lie to ourselves, we don't know at this have traveled. Like I told you in the previous interview, I've been to Blawayo, I've been to Harare, and not name of Blawayo rather. I'm sure now I started working in Blawayo, right? I understand where you're coming from and where you're going. So my only point is, it will never kill them. Vakatora one in their program, like I said, instead yekuti vafunge kuti pangati munhu agara neprogram yekuZimfest haatadzikena kuona japreza because vaiswa mundevere pakati, but tinonangwe mandevereka vanonwa kutofarira kuti pane mumwe wedu aripo ari kupefoma vanotofarira ndevere super sounds vanotoedwa manumbers vakasubtract manumbers anotoedwa. So the cry should be louder than this. Whoever organizes that is Zimfest. Vanoda kusvikirwa kwavari votaurwa navo vooneswa kuti no, you guys patinenge tiri kuyaka vari kuti paradzanisa vanhu vasati basa rese just because of the love of money. Mari yavo haitadzi kuuya dzinonzi vaisa wani pakati.
Ernest, I salute you. The way you've just made it, you came with another angle, whereby, I don't even know how that's what you want. This is what you want. You came with an angle, you're good to answer. We are 10, Moisa and 2, Vanoja and Devere. I don't think Ungariga when no Pina, no cousin, which Wapina will
you'll be surprised. Pano player, Papano Tori Zebaboga. You'll be surprised, Claudia Jamba. What's to something that's when I Japanese, when I'm a chess over, they see them every day. And they're acting on the autumn with Yeruda. But you will be surprised if I know when no more kids to pass on, which is so much. You'll be surprised the crowd gets the favorite. We've seen it before. What couldn't I'm going to Ghana and Ghana's airport of Zimbabwe. And if it's a man of an say, and because Zimbabwe, that you said, oh, Kuna Jaka Woodwa, Kuna Sandra de Kunan. Regardless of the fact that, of course, I don't know what is happening on Chichirukitiga. kuti atizobulawayo haasi maybe haasi kuzonyatsa kumaketeka zvakadaro kana kuti zvamutaura that's the reason some of them they end up moving to Harare. Anomuona but ngava vaunze 1 or 2 ngavazvitry. Hapana munhu anoregedza kuenda kuZimfest just because there's a Ndebele pane mudebele ari kuperforma. No, hakuna zvakadaro.
Thank you so much, Eni. Thank you so much. Did you manage to speak to those guys?
Yes, I did. Tichazotaura kuseni.
Tichazotaura ndokutimba message mang untimbre WhatsApp message mangwana iko zvino ndambobuda but untimbre WhatsApp message.
All right, beautiful. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Eni. Thank you so much. Thanks, my brother. Thank you so much. This is Labeka Enes with the panel. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the topic for today. The Queen wanted to edit it, but I can't see her. I think we have to end up there. But thank you so much for those who managed to come in and talk about this thing. Don't take it personally. Ndine musazitora ngefanika ndikutuka vanhu and whatever. Inini munhu anofana kuti iZimbabwe tiibate zvakanaka naka. Hanzi nyika inovakwa nevane vayo. Kutirangidzeni yakwa ngavanikazi. So mwakungubana you are not able. If we get more Shona people speaking like this guy, things will change. Then what thing Malume Tam? But I wish you to touch the topic there, Malume Tam. Now about this card. Zimfest is all Malume Tam. Mana Mchelo Malume Tam. Zimfest is all Malume Tam. And Zimfest, they will allow to also Matepele, Susera won't you see another Cabas or see another Unyela, Bemuela MC or Velamade. So I would have loved to go allow your Fagiaco, but I maybe it's got this chain and Malumetam, but you also soon get a working program. But it would be nice to talk about these things, honest enough. I felt offended. I want to show the whole day, Milan or 12, it can't say about 12. I was even one in Goma in Debele, and I was MC at the Community in Debele. I felt offended. Yes, me, I speak both the languages. I speak both the languages. But thank you so much. Thank you so much, Malume Tam. So I felt offended. We need to talk about this thing. But I'm so glad that everybody came in. We spoke about this. Let's meet the Queen. There you are. Let me just edit the Queen there. The Queen. Let me check you there. I can't see your camera there, the Queenie. I can't see your camera there, the Queenie. Press 8 from that side. I can't see your camera there, the Queenie. I can't see your camera there. I can't see your camera, Zamini. Right, there you are. There you are. Now I'm accepting you there. What come on, my feature is Zamini and Jomiga Patricia Matalisa. What's that, Jomiga Matalisa? Are you missing your sister?
Hi, so much, my dear brother. I'm missing her very, very much.
You're still keeping the messages of Patricia Machalisa?
I am still keeping her legacy alive.
I've got her messages on my phone. You see,
Deleting number, yes.
Very sorry.
Sometimes I just play my audios where I can calling, because she was the whole.
She's in a better place.
Yes, yes.
You heard the topic we were talking about.
My brother, I really want to thank you for bringing up that topic, and it reminded me of something that happened before COVID. I was hired as an MC by another promoter. I won't mention their names.
Yeah, no, we don't want to mention names.
Yeah, so like me, Kuluma different languages, African languages.
I know, but
I don't normally use Islungu and all that. It is Shona, it is Tswana.
Very good. Okay, let's continue.
Magadiko masquera say Amazino.
All right. Okay, continue now. Now you see now each trailer says easy. Continue, Kazla.
So okay, I'm gonna use Shona right now.
Yes.
To balance things. You can use Ndebele, then I'll be responding in Shona. Yeah, so after Iowa is an MC, I was using all my languages and Ziva, my African languages. Surprisingly, I am MC Mbaranzi, blah 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 blah. And from then onwards, I 20 people because of that. And also, as you know, which I work for a certain radio station and did it.
Yes.
ndakanga ndine program yandaita inzi Zimbabwe Golden Oldies.
Yes, yes,
Whereby
yes,
I used to play ingoma zabo Solomon Skuza,
yes.
Bane Super Sounds, John Shibadura, Leonard Dembo.
The legends.
Onke ama-legends waseZimbabwe.
Yeah.
And it came again ukuthi ndiri kuita zvinhu zvechibharanzi. Music yandiri kuridza ndeyemabharanzi, ndeyevanhu vasina kudzidza. To a point whereby I stepped back and now I created my own page kwandinoitira izvozvo.
Yeah.
Ndekuti ndakaona kuti probably ndiri kudisturba vanhu vakadzidza. Inini music yandinoridzai, inini I was inspired by the likes of Ezra Jesus Banda, the likes of Eric Knight, you my brother as well, the likes of Brenda Moyo, Sisi Tilda Moyo. Those are the people that I grew up listening to.
Yeah.
So I was inspired navo. So every time pandaenda paradio, I would think of those people. Kuti vanhu ava vaisanganisa marudzi. Vairidza all sorts of music, vachisanganisa marudzi, vachitaura malanguages edu akasiyana-siyana emu-Africa. Right now, if I can tell you kuti Ezra Jesus Banda is known in Botswana, Eric Knight is known in Botswana, you are known in Botswana. Because of that, kubotswana kunoridzwa masongs ana Leonard Dembo, vanotomuti Leonard Dembo, vanomuti Leonard Dembo, John Shibadura, vana John Shibadura vanoridzwa kubotswana, na Alec Macheso vanoridzwa kubotswana. And I mean, I was expecting pa Zimfest this time, instead of kuisa makadzi, vangadai vakaunza kana Baba Thomas Mapfumo, Alec Macheso, Ja Praiser, the likes of, there's this guy who is in Victoria Falls. I did an interview with him on my page, Shelter Machelela. Those are the people that I thought were going to be there. The likes of Sisibu Simhlanga. Sisibu Simhlanga represents the Ndebele people. She represents the Ndebele culture. Those are the yes. Those are the Sandra Ndebele was supposed to be there. In Dolwani Super Sounds, I understand they're now based in Joburg, but they can hire them and bring them here to represent the Ndebele culture. But instead, Ivo, they focused on someone Arkurira. Nenya Evanongotarot Arkurira Ndiani, Inya Kurira. It's not Zimfest now is no longer about the cultures, it's no longer about Zimbabwe. It's about the Ndiani Arkurira who is bringing more money to them. It's no longer about cultures, it's no longer about Zimbabwe. It's all about money.
Thank you. You know what I expected, the Queen. You see, the Queen, I want to be honest with you. When it comes to radio, I'm talking about radio. I'm one of the guys who is well known with I'm an artist a lot.
Yes.
And you work with a lot of artists. But me, I'm very low profile. Like Umalumutam, I'm very low profile. I don't want to. So I spoke to someone. I said, what about if they give 30 minutes of playing Love Mama Jaivana songs and just say to the people, Love Mama Jaivana is not in today, but let's play his songs for 30 minutes. You understand? You will see the crowd.
Exactly.
You will see it just for 30 minutes, just give him that platform, even if he's not there. Let me tell you something. Let me tell the Zimbabweans who are watching this thing. The only guy who I saw performing live yesterday was Solomon Chimbetu.
Simon, Simon Chimbetu's son.
Yes, that is it. The others, I'm sorry to say this.
They were playing Mercedes.
This, I don't have a problem with that.
Yes.
But, so what is the difference of playing Love Mama Jaivana songs just for 30 minutes or 1 hour? Just to say,
my brother, like I'm saying, Kuti, I used to play those songs, and I love Moma Jaivana, and I Solomon Skuza. Could that radio station where in the Zimbabwe Golden Oldies, but the music because that's the kind of music that I play. And I play in passing. But it's not something that I will say, you hire me today and you expect me to play you Makazi. Never. I don't do that.
The Queen, we need these topics. You remember we spoke about Nyae, who promoted my youth the last time you came on our live, we spoke about this. We need to talk about this. I hope this video will reach to one of the promoters, my sister. And share
Right
your
now,
page.
and you know to play my songs, my artist. Do you even know an artist that is from Plumtree? I promote her. A lot of things. Her name is Patience Masokana. I don't think anyone knows her. There is Kanyisi Wendlovu. There is Shelter Machelela, all the way from Victoria Falls. They preferred Kutivaye Kwantiri because sideline. What is this? Maona. So they come Kwantiri, they bring their music Kwantiri, and I promote them.
I love you, Sister Queen. I really love you, my dear cousin. I don't know what to say. Queen, thank you so much, Kazlami. Keep in touch. The problem with you,
I even okay, yeah. There was a recent one. I think you know where Makazi started. Kwakatanga or show Kwakatanga before Zimfest. I have a friend, I know that the promoter. Akatomo explain there's this lady, Anotaurama languages. Since Urguita show Yamakadzi, she's gonna be good for your show. Hire her as an MC because Kwamakadzi, Kwaku, Paka and Birmingham. Kwakune Matswana, Kwakune South Africans, Kwakune Mandebele. Akatomo that I'm explaining. He approached me, but at a later date, he sidelined me.
I didn't get a MC. I don't think una MC. I know the kunda pa my MC and the zero, but I don't want to.
Kana neni vese vandakaona nezuro vese kandakavatarisa ndoti because rava chavo chirungu ini ndinopinda languages ese, and we had a Afrofest, Luton Afrofest that we did on the 2 weeks ago. Luton.
Yeah.
Yes, Luton Afrofest is about Africa.
Yeah.
Kwakune artists from different African countries. And what did they bring? They brought their music, they brought their cultures. It was all about Africa. Umalumutamu ndiyamfollowa kakhulu ngazama ukuthi angiyede ku live yakhe kodwa hey I think umalumutamu ufuna ama connection wezanu PF.
Hayi umalumutamu ulandela ipende eziningi umuntu amapende phela vele uyipende yena ngokwakhe. Share your page.
Definitely, I'm gonna do that. My brother, this is very sad. The way I Rasa my African cultures, the way I Rasa. Do you know the music I get one on Solomon Skuza? Music I get one on Love Moma Jaivana. Music I hyperi. That was real music. That music I see in my computer. It was real music whereby they used to rehearse before they end up in the studio. That was real music. And my artist ese ayimba kudhara ayaya atiri kusideline ayo titi ndeve vanhu vasina kudzidza vanga vane pure talent. Mazvano, even me as DQ ndisina voice rekuimba just because I used to be friends na Patricia Majalisa, I can go into the studio and ndotobuda ne-album. Why? Because computer ishandibatsira. But my artist aya vana John Chibadura, vana Leonard Dembo, vana Solomon Skuza, vana Love Moma Jaivan. No vanhu vaitipa music ekuti even now ukairidza it appears as if yakarekodwa nezuro haiperi. Those are legends. Ndo vanhu vatinga ndo music yatingafanira kukanganwa. Izvana makadzi is all about music. Ngati mupei 5 years from today anenge apera handi vatari kurira. 5 years from today there will be another one anenge apera. Ivo vakafocusa pamunhu ari kurira. They are not focusing on Zimbabwean cultures. They are not focusing on Zimbabwean music. They are sidelining vanhu vekuti nduvo vavangadei vachiunza kuratidza vanhu culture yemuZimbabwe, kuratidza vanhu languages ari muZimbabwe, kuratidza vanhu different types of cultures anoitwa. Zimbabwe is not all about Shona and Ndebele. They are Kalangas in Plumtree. Like that girl I was talking about, Patience Masokana, is a Kalanga girl from Plumtree. They are Sutus from Gwanda. Gwanda, they are not in the they speak Sutu.
Queen, I did my radio training, not training, but I was in the football side on ZPC. They were popular because they had the likes of Gifting Sipa from Beitbridge, they had Regina Nyirenda from Venda, they had Esna Chauke from Shangani, they had all sorts from everywhere.
And myself growing up, my radio stations were Radio 2 and Radio 4. Radio 4.
So if you want to be successful in radio, you cop. I was talking to people yesterday. Guys, let's cop with this thing. Yes, Zimfest is coming. Say yes, same thing. Go and do it, but don't do discrimination. You will make money. Simple thing. But anyway, Queen, thank you so much, Kazam. Utamu, usembhalele message umalume Utamu la. Uyibhaleke kimi WhatsApp. Uthi wavela wakuthanda usesesikolo but wayesesapha. Nansi message yakhe lapha ngiyayivula la. Uthi tshela uDiqueen ukuthi ngamthanda ngisesesikolo kodwa ngaze sesaba ukukhuluma laye.
Ngiyabonga malume Thamu, ngiyabonga kakhulu.
Uthi umnikeze inamba yami le kodwa ungamniki yonke. All right, siyabonga. Thank you so much, Kazam.
Thank you so much, my brother. Let's keep on bringing these topics. Probably someone is going to hear us.
Thank you so much. I love you so much, Kazam.
Thank you.
Thank you, Diqueen. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
All right.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Let's wait for Malume Thamu's program. Lapana, we are later. Malume Thamu sizangena kuMalume Thamu silalele lapana. Thank you so much. We're just talking about this Zimfest. I hope video le izafika ebantwini abaningi. Ndinobimba video ichasika kunzibenza kawanda, especially kuma promoters, aka promoters Zimfest ukuthi ayiwa bana kugununguna abantu bayakhala ukuthi ayiwa mthokumra mu balance mthana mukaita ratio yokuthi maybe 10 banova udibira kathi 2 banova zinonakisa. So hayi siyabonga bakwethu asihlanganyele kwezinye izihlelo ningakhohlwa ulalela umalume Thamu uyangena le program yakhe laphana asakhanene siyabe sikhona ngale silalele sizwe ukuthi bakhuluma ngane kodwa ke uyabe senza phela lo Sisu Kelly engimthanda kwamagama omhle obomvu omhle nke njengenkelo. So lami ngizamukela kodwa yabe lalela uKelly. Thank you so much, guys. Let's meet on the other programs. My name is the Air Marshal Commander Rekuzwako Nonze Philip Simanda. You have a nice day and God bless you. Bye bye. Kana manakira nechirunga nokubona mahati nema likes kana kunyora kuti Air Marshal Commander kuti ndinyatsoona kuti munondifarira here. Nyora kuti Air Marshal Commander ngabo bana uyathanda iprogram endinika zona bano kuti Air Marshal Commander. Ngiyabonga kakhulu. Let's meet on the other program. God bless. Ngiyabonga. Bye bye. Thank you. Hayi program yaphosa ingibulalisa ngabantu laba madoda. Umalume Thamu lapha sebevumbuluka kumbe bebecashe nga. Awazi ukuthi umalume Thamu bebecashe. Ngikhola bevumbuluka lesi sikhathi. Bagangile laba abantu. Ngizabaceba. Right, thank you so much. Engineers, you can close the program. I think you enjoyed it. I don't know, but I think is the problem. Bye bye, guys.